to another episode of Overkill Trading. Today is Friday, so that means we are covering our watch list. These are going to be the top stocks and cryptocurrencies we will be looking at going into next week. We did have a pretty eventful week this week with all the news and all the noise coming out, guys. But the great thing about technical analysis, the great thing about charting is that we can ignore the noise. Okay, what we pay attention to is the charts, okay, and these technical levels and our indicators to understand which direction we are going in. So again, we're going to be diving in to the watch list in today's video, guys. We're going to be covering all of these names here today. And again, these are the stocks and cryptocurrencies we are going to be looking at for next week. If you guys are new to the channel, what I'm going to do really quick is cover our trading rules. If you guys do not have a set of trading rules and you guys are trading, if you guys are investing, I highly recommend getting you some. We have some over here inside the Discord. The Discord is free to join. You guys can check out all the free content over here. We got the rules. We have a free trading course and much, much more. We'll get into all that in today's video. But first and foremost here on this channel, guys, we are swing traders that focus on a monthly and a daily chart. Okay, our time frame for all of our trades is 1 to 6 months. Okay, so every trade we take, it's not for the price tomorrow or the price next week. It's for the price 1 to 6 months down the road. Okay, we use a number of trading indicators here on the channel. You can see on my chart here, there's a lot of not very much stuff going on, but we have this indicator down here that gives us red and green dots. Typically, the green dot means buy and the red dot means sell. We also use EMAs. These are moving averages. These are very popular among traders. And we also use a Fibonacci tool that you could see up here. If you guys do have the indicator, I will be popping this on my screen throughout this just to show you guys some things in regards to that. But the important ones, again, are the red and green dots. Again, the green dot means buy and the red dot means sell. Rule number 4 here, we only want to buy assets that have a green dot or a green candle on the monthly chart. So again, guys, we are focused on a monthly and a daily chart. And the first thing we want to see, on our chart before we start looking to take an entry is that green dot or green candle on the monthly chart. Now, why is that important? Well, if you come here to a monthly chart of Bitcoin, you can see that it has literally called the bottom all the way back since 2015. For the last 10 years, this indicator, this dot, has called the bottom for Bitcoin. So if you come all the way back here to 2015, in October, you could see Bitcoin's price was sitting right there around $400. Okay, it got the green dot right there, and this was 10 years ago. Okay, $400. It went all the way up to 20,000. What did it do in 2017? We hit the top. We sold all the way off. And we got a green dot right here in April of 2019 at around $4,000. Okay, from 2019 all the way up to 2021, it went from 4,000 all the way up to 70, and then all the way back down here in 2023. We called this one out in the Discord here at 15,000. Okay, $16,000 Bitcoin. That was about 2.5 years ago. And now, obviously, it's sitting all the way up here at 110. So, again, what we are looking for is the green dot or a green candle on the monthly chart. You can see that Bitcoin's monthly chart still has a green dot here. Okay, it's still holding on. It bounced perfectly off that $100,000 support. That was today. You could see it came right back down into that 50 EMA, and it bounced on that level. So right now, 100,000 is a very solid support for Bitcoin. You can see that is where the buyers are stepping in. You can see the daily chart is very oversold now. Okay, and folks, crypto is about to run, man. Crypto is looking fantastic. It even looks better than last week. Okay, this correction was a good thing. This got more of the leverage, more of the weak hands out of the market, and we're bouncing at a great, great price here, right at 100,000. We literally bounced right on that 50-day moving average. That is the dark blue line on our chart here. And again, as long as we can hold that $100,000 level, this dot is going to remain green. Okay, so still very bullish on Bitcoin here, folks. Still very bullish on altcoins as well. So after we identify what color the dot or the candle is on the monthly chart here, what we want to do is we want to zoom into the daily chart. Okay, because again, we focus on the monthly and the daily. So the first thing we're looking for is a green dot or a green candle on the monthly. Once we get that confirmation, right, we have the confirmation of Bitcoin right now. It's green on the monthly. So now what we want to do is zoom into a shorter time frame like the daily chart, okay, and we want to look for a green dot for an entry. Okay, so I'm thinking we're going to get a green dot here on Bitcoin over the weekend. I think it's going to be Saturday or Sunday. We will see that signal pop, and that would be a great entry. Honestly, this looks like a great entry to take a trade right here off of that 50-day moving average. But again, if you want to wait for the confirmation of the daily dot, the lower the wave here on the daily dot, on the daily chart, guys, the better. So you can see the last time the wave was down here was all the way back in April. This was about 2 months ago. Okay, the wave has not been back down here on Bitcoin in 2 months. And you can see that green dot came right there at 78,000 and it popped all the way up to 113. So I'm thinking it's going to be a big, big weekend here for crypto. I think you're going to see some big moves. Yesterday flushed some people out, I can tell you that. I mean, people were just panic selling or panicking yesterday off the news. I don't even want to get into the news. I'm not even paying attention to the news anymore, guys. It's just pointless at this point. They are literally trying to manipulate you guys to sell because, again, BlackRock and the smart money, the big institutions, they can't buy unless you guys are selling. And right now is not a good time, in my opinion. I am not a financial advisor, right? This is just my opinion, to be selling just because of what we're seeing here on the technicals. Again, this green dot on the monthly chart is extremely accurate. And it's not just showing up here on Bitcoin. It's showing up here on Ethereum. Okay, it's showing up here on Nvidia. Nvidia's got a green dot. Amazon's got a green dot. Okay, it did have a green dot today. I don't know if it closed green, but it did pop up today. Yeah, Amazon's got a green dot on the monthly. So, again, the higher the time frame with the dots, guys, the higher the time frame, meaning the monthly chart, which is the highest time frame that we use here, the more accurate. Okay, the smaller the time frame you get, like if I come in here to the 5-minute chart, look at all the dots. I mean, there's a million of them. This just happened here today. So when you zoom out to a monthly, you can see these monthly dots don't come around too often. Okay, these are very, very rare signals. Okay, the last one on, we're looking at Amazon here, was back here in November. That was 7 months ago. Okay, you got that at 190. It went all the way up to around 250. This one back here came in February of 2023 at $100. It went all the way up to 240. Okay, so these signals on the monthly chart, guys, are extremely bullish. Now is not the time to be scared. Now is the time to be looking for opportunities to add to our bags. Okay, so again, once you get that signal on the monthly like we got on Bitcoin, we then want to zoom into the daily chart because the daily chart is like a microscope. We can zoom in to the monthly. So if the monthly is green, that tells us what? That we're in an uptrend, right? We want to buy things that are in an uptrend, not a downtrend. And another great way to tell if something's in an uptrend or a downtrend is look at the EMAs. If we're trending below the EMAs, we are in a downtrend. But the second we break out above the EMAs, like Bitcoin did back here in April, we're in an uptrend. Okay, so we don't want to buy things that are going down. We want to buy things that are going up. And those two ways are how we identify which way the trend is. You either have a green dot on the monthly that signals that, hey, we're going up, right? This dot right here came in October of 2023 on Bitcoin at 30,000. Again, it's sitting at 100. This one right here came in November at around 60, I think it was like 65 or 69. It's all the way up here at 100. So as long as the last dot is green on the monthly chart, or as long as we are trending here above the EMAs on the daily, guys, we are bullish. I don't care what the news says. I don't care who's on the Epstein list. We do not care. Okay? We do not care. Okay? They're trying to flush people out right now, and that is why you're seeing all the negative headlines and this price action. So far, every single red day in May and from May, from about the beginning of May to now has been a buying opportunity. So any major red day right now is a buying opportunity as long as we maintain these EMAs. So that is the buying strategy. Again, monthly dot, okay, monthly green candle or dot plus daily green dot equals buy. That's the strategy. And then rule number 6 here is we have 2 different selling strategies. Okay, so selling strategy number 1 is that we want to sell on a red dot inside of the red zone. Okay, red dot inside of the red zone. So what do I mean by that? Well, let's go turn that auto fib on. Okay, that's part of our trading indicator here. We want to sell the red dots in the red zone. So that red dot came in this red zone on the Fibonacci right there at 112. And again, this is part of our trading indicator. If you guys do not have the trading indicator, if you guys do not have these dots, these EMAs, or this auto fib, you guys can go download those right now over here in the trading indicator tab. Just click on this link right here. It takes a couple of clicks and everything loads directly up into your TradingView account. Your screen will look exactly like my screen, so you guys can follow along, okay? And again, I have a free course over here as well that explains everything we've been talking about here. There's about 7 or 8 videos. It just goes more into depth on what we do, okay? So that is selling strategy number 1, okay? That is normally a good place to take some, if not all, of your profits off the table. Again, a good example of this was XRP back here. You saw this red dot right here in January of 2025, right there at 330. Great place to be taking some off the table. I'm not saying you have to sell the whole position, but you could sell 25, 50%. That was a good place to take some off right there as well at around 275. That is just our strategy, guys. It is not a one-size-fits-all. That is just how we look for profit-taking opportunities. And then the second selling strategy is when the stochastic RSI on the indicator, okay, the stochastic RSI, I'm going to go to Ethereum's chart here, on the monthly chart, okay, the stochastic RSI is this light blue line on the trading indicator. When that comes up and touches the white dotted line here on the monthly chart, that signals the macro top. Okay, you can see Ethereum has done that twice since it has been around. It did it right here in 2021, back here in March, April. Okay, that was Q1 of 2021. That was at around $4,500. Okay, $4,500. It did dip, and then it went up to $4,800. But our goal is to get out around the top, not time the exact top. We want to get out around it. So that was the top of altcoin season back in 2021, and then we went into a big bear market over the next year and a half. Same thing happened here in March of 2024. We hit the top right there at around 4,000 on Ethereum, and that was the top. So if you guys think about it, if Ethereum is really the, what am I trying to say here? The tell-all for altcoins, we are nowhere near the top right now, okay? This white dotted line represents 100 value, a value of 100. Right now, that stochastic is sitting at 18 or 19, meaning we are only 19% of the way to the top right now for altcoins. And I've told you guys in multiple videos that I will not be selling any of my crypto, okay? I will not be selling my crypto until Ethereum's stochastic RSI gets back up here. That will be the top of altcoin season once that hits that 100. And again, we are nowhere near that. I'm targeting anywhere from August to September. We could even run all the way into November. So that is the selling strategy. Again, the monthly chart when the stochastic hits the white dotted line, or you get that red dot inside of the red zone. Again, the red zone was up here for Ethereum back here in, what was that, December? You were getting red dots up here in the red zone. That timed it perfectly. Okay, so those are our 2 selling strategies, just so everybody has an idea as we're going over these. So let's go ahead and get into the stocks and cryptos, guys. Again, today is Friday. We go over our watch list every single Friday here on YouTube at 4 p.m. Pacific time. We do chart request videos on Monday and Wednesday. If you guys want more information about that, join the Discord. It's at overkillinvestingclub.com. Nightbot, I'm sure, is going to drop a couple of links. So what I'll do first is I'll go over all the names that I'm holding, and then I will go over the rest of these names here. I'm going to go ahead and move these over to the blue list here for a second, and then we will put them back in here and organize them. Whoa, don't want to do that. And then we will organize them that way. What is this doing? Why is this? There we go. Okay, so we'll organize them that way. So I'll start off here with the names that I'm holding, and obviously these ones I have positions on. So again, guys, Riz is the low market cap altcoin we've been tracking here for, all the way since back in May. This was a no-brainer here. They have the partnership coming up with Chainlink here. That was on Chainlink's blog. And this thing's had a very nice move here since we've been tracking it down here at 0.002. This thing had the green dot here on Wednesday's stream pop up. I said I was going to buy it after I logged off the stream, but I just got lazy. And guess what? It's up around 40% as of right now. I think this thing is going to a $100 million market cap. I still think it's sitting at around like a $7 million market cap right now. So I think there's tremendous upside in this name. And that's why I'm holding it as a very low market cap play. But again, they got that potential partnership with they got that potential partnership with Chainlink. Again, if you guys want to read their blog, that Chainlink blog, Chainlink released their rewards program here, and they released all these projects that they said they're going to be partnering with. Rivals was one of those projects. This is the Rivals network. I did my due diligence, looked at their website. I really liked what I saw. I really liked the fact that it was below, when I was buying it at the beginning, it was below a $5 million market cap. I believe it's sitting at around a $7 million market cap right now. And my target on it's going to be probably around 10 to 20 cents. And it's sitting less than a penny right now. So I'm still very bullish like that. I know a lot of you got in on this as well, and we are doing very, very well here. And I really think it's just getting started. I mean, that stochastic right now on the daily is still sitting on the floor. So I think that one still has a lot of upside potential. Here's CLSK. This is CleanSpark. These guys are a Bitcoin miner. And we've been holding this one since like $7. So it's kind of been very choppy, but what I really like about CLSK here is it has that monthly dot here showing up in June. So that indicates to me that $8 is the bottom for this one. And again, we're 1 to 6 months out. So where I'll be looking to sell CLSK is when that stochastic RSI here on the monthly gets back up here to the white dotted line. And again, these last green dots that came were back in 2023. That was at $2. It went all the way up to 20. 25. This one came right here in November at $4. And again, it went all the way up to $25, $26. So I think that one has a lot of upside potential here as altcoin season and this crypto bull run is about to kick off. I think they hold the fourth most Bitcoin out of any institution, out of any business out there, or any mining company. They own a lot of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin goes on its bull run, hits 150, 200,000 during this cycle, you're going to see CLSK trading at a lot higher prices. And I really like the fact that that green dot is showing up here on the monthly. You got Chirp. This is another project that was in that blog, that Chainlink blog. Again, guys, they released this on their blog. And these are not meme coins. These are legitimate projects that are literally trading underneath a $10 million market cap right now. This is Chirp. You can see it's a D-pin project over here. That is how we found those two projects, was literally from just doing our own research and following along. Okay, Twitter is a great resource to catch some of these really low market cap coins. I don't trade meme coins. I don't shill projects. If you guys do your own due diligence, you check out their websites, you'll see that they're real projects and they actually have utility. So this is another very low market cap project here. Chirp setting up really nice. This thing went from 3 cents all the way up to 17, and now it's all the way back down here to around 11 right now. This one's setting up very nicely here. Looks like it's building support at 10. Again, not selling this one for a while. I think this one could be anywhere from a $50 million to $100 million project. Super legit project. And Chainlink hasn't even really announced the partnership with them yet. So above 10 cents, I still really like Chirp. And you could potentially be looking to add to that one here or on the next green dot. I think you're going to get a green dot on this one tomorrow over the weekend. I think it's going to be a big weekend for crypto here. Chainlink, this is going to be my largest project, or my largest position here. It did lose its EMAs. I did not like that, but it's right back down here at $13. Again, I think this project is the most bullish fundamental project you guys can get. The fundamentals are just so strong. Pretty much every blockchain uses Chainlink. I don't think it's ever going anywhere, and I really like it here. Above $12, I'm still very, very bullish. If $12 breaks, I'll probably look to buy it around 8 to 10, but I just don't see that happening right now. I think we're going up and away from here. And $12 is a solid support. You can see that's where we bounced right here last time. You do have a red dot, so you could look to add to Chainlink right now. You could look to add your position on the next daily green dot. I know it does not have a green dot yet, but I do think that is coming in July or August. Again, that's all just me speculating, but just based on how low the stochastic is and where we're at with the wave. I mean, we're literally at the same point that we got this green dot right here back at $11. And we blasted off to 30. So I just really like the fundamentals of Chainlink. I think it's one of the strongest fundamental projects. It probably has the most utility out of any coin out there. And it's being used by the big banks, and it's going to play a big, big role once the financial shift actually happens here at the end of November. And Chainlink's looking really good. I'd look to buy. I might look to add to that one on a green dot, but I'm pretty heavy into Chainlink right now. I'm pretty much fully, my position is pretty much full on Chainlink right now. And if that thing goes back to all-time highs, that would just be wonderful. Here's DJT. This has been one of the most disappointing stocks for me that I've invested in this year. I'm not giving up on this thing. It's building a base right here at 20 bucks. You can see it's just consolidating, going sideways as of right now. I'm looking for one of these. Okay, I'm looking for one of these. They just launched the news that they have filed for their license to launch their own Bitcoin ETF. That thing is launching here shortly. So I think that's going to really help the stock as well, especially if Bitcoin does end up going to that $150,000 to $200,000 target. But as of right now, I still like it over 20. I'm long in this thing. So again, waiting for that stochastic RSI, that light blue line to get back up here and touch that white dotted line. Okay, we started buying this one around 25, I believe, 25 or 27. So I'm down about 20 to 25% on the position right now. Could be looking to add more. Obviously, there's some weird allegations and stuff going on with Trump. So surprisingly, that didn't really affect the stock yesterday. So that's interesting. Here's ARB. ARB, it had a green candle here last month on the monthly. But yeah, it's just stuck in a range down here at 30. It's pretty much right where I bought it. I bought it right here around this area at around 34. Looking for a green dot on that one again. I think that one's coming here over the weekend. And then AERO. Another one I was buying right here around 60 cents. I think I added at 60 and again at 65. But this one sold off. Again, we experienced a little sell-off over the last 2 weeks. But again, we're still long and strong here. We bounced nicely right here at 28 cents all the way up to 80. So there was probably some profit taken there. And we're trying to build a base right here at 50 cents. So another one I really like here for the bull run. That's on the Base Network. They're the largest liquidity provider on the Base Network there. Just looking for opportunities to add. I think another good chart to be watching right now is going to be the weekly. The weekly dots are also just as accurate as the monthly. They're not as accurate, but they're going to be the second most accurate dots. You can see this one came right here in April, right there around 40 cents. Again, that went up to 80 cents. Now it's pulling back. So a lot of these names, it's going to be really interesting to see where their weekly dots come. And we do call those out over here inside the Discord as well. You guys get all the weekly, the monthly, and the daily alerts over here inside the Discord, and also the golden dots. We got an Ondo golden dot there a couple days ago. We'll get to that chart here very shortly. But weekly charts, guys, are a good indication here going into the next couple of weeks. I think we'll see some of those at the end of June. I think we'll see them probably mid or at the end of June is when you'll see those weekly dots. As long as we can hold these levels. I mean, today was a really nice bounce. Yesterday was a liquidity grab. Okay, a liquidity grab is when they shove the price down and then they suck it right back up. Okay, you can see big money shoved it down. There was probably a lot of stop losses right there at 13. They shoved it down, and now the buyers are stepping right back in to buy it up. So just looking at how deep we are on the daily chart right now just shows you, like, hey, we're in a great spot to be building positions down here at these prices. Again, if you look at the stochastic RSI here on the monthly, you can see where the top is normally, okay? Right there in February for Chainlink, it was right there at 23, sold all the way off. Same thing back here. Up here in this area is where we want to be looking to sell. Chainlink was at $52 back in the last bull run. So you can see that it's sitting at 12 right now. Okay, we want to sell when it's at 100. So again, that might take 1 to 6 months to get to that point. But that's our strategy, folks. We're not day traders on this channel. Okay, we're looking to build positions. And then when we do get that big parabolic run, that is when we capitalize and that is when we sell. So if you guys aren't able to hold positions for 1 to 6 months, this probably isn't the right channel for you. Okay, I'd go find one of the 200 million day trading channels out there because that's all anyone wants to do these days. And the funny thing is, 90 to 95% of day traders, they fail. So it's a failing strategy to be a day trader. Okay, we like swing trading here because, again, you don't have to be in front of your computer all day. Okay, and all you got to do is have patience. I know it's hard. If buying and holding was easy, folks, everyone would be rich in this game. Okay, everyone would be rich. So here's CRO. This is the last position I'm currently holding. That one's sitting right on the 50 EMA right now. I still really like this one above 9 cents. If 9 cents breaks, I'll probably look to add more around 8, but I'm pretty happy with my position on CRO. I think I'm even on that, even on ARB. I'm down a little bit on AERO, down on DJT, down a smidge on, I think my average cost on Link right now is like $14.75, and then I'm up big on Riz, I'm up big on Chirp, and I'm up pretty nicely on CLSK. But again, I don't even think altcoin season, I think it's kicked off, but we haven't even really seen the big parabolic move yet. And I think you're going to get that you'll see the top of the big parabolic move with Ethereum. This stochastic RSI comes up here and touches that white dotted line. I think we're probably anywhere from 2 to 6 months away from that. So I'm targeting like August to November for the top of altcoin season, okay? And I'm going to know when this stochastic gets back up here and touches that white dotted line, just like it did back here in 2024 and just like it did right here in 2021, okay? I'm willing to wait as long as it takes, folks. If I can make 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10x on my investment just by waiting that long, I'll do it. I know it's not going to happen tomorrow, but I am willing to wait that 1 to 6 month time period. If it takes 7 months, so be it, okay? We are long on this channel. Okay, there are cycles to every market. We're either going sideways, we're going up, or we're going down. Okay, right now we're caught in this. We're caught in this. I think we're somewhere in this area right now. Okay, we're not blasting off and going 5, 10x. We're not going down like crazy. We're literally just going sideways right now. Okay, you can see that in Ethereum's chart here. Okay, Ethereum is just stuck in that bull flag pattern we've been talking about. Okay, we broke out of the downtrend. Again, how do we identify if we're in an uptrend or a downtrend? We simply can take a look at these EMAs. We're getting rejected, getting rejected, getting rejected, getting rejected, getting rejected, getting rejected. Okay, boom. Here was the breakout. This was the kickoff of altcoin season right here on May 8th. Boom, kickoff season. Okay, it has started. Okay, now this thing takes time to develop. Right now, we're stuck in a sideways consolidation pattern. Okay, this is called a bull flag. If you guys don't know what a bull flag is, look it up. Okay, this is a textbook bull flag here. We push up and then we consolidate. You got the flagpole and you got the flag. Okay, and I really like Ethereum still at these prices. As long as Ethereum can hold on to that $2,200 level, guys, we are bullish. So I would be looking to buy Ethereum here on that next green dot. Again, this thing has just been range bound at the moment. So every single one of these green dots has came at the same exact price. So this one came at 25. This one came at 25. This one came at 25. 2,500 has been the level to be buying. And right now it's sitting just below 2,500. So still very bullish on Ethereum. Again, because it has the green dot here on the monthly. Okay, that is the most bullish signal you can get if you guys are using our strategy, is the green dot on the monthly. That means buy and hold for 1 to 6 months. Okay. And then on the daily, we could be looking for opportunities on pullbacks here. So I would definitely be looking to buy Ethereum here on the next green dot, especially now that the wave is down below. Okay, you can see it crossed over the zero line, that blue wave. When that crosses down below, the deeper the blue wave, the better. And the stochastic on the daily is even sitting down here at 15. So again, I still think this move is just getting started. So I am a buyer of Ethereum here next week. Okay, looking for that green dot. We got virtual protocol. Okay, so again, this thing broke out over its downtrend here. Again, we were in a downtrend. How do we know we're in a downtrend? We're down below the EMAs. Okay, we were in a downtrend from January 15th, okay, all the way here till April. And then what happened? We broke out over the EMAs, okay, and now we're getting that pullback. You see that blue wave is now down below the zero line. I really like virtual for next week. That's going to be on the favorites list. So if I put it on this green list, guys, that means it's my favorite. It's one of my favorites going into next week. So again, I'm just here to give you guys what I think looks good. You guys obviously got to do your own due diligence, but I go strictly off of technicals, okay? Strictly off of technicals, and I always understand what it is I am buying. I never go into a project that I don't know anything about. Okay, I would always want to do my own research, but virtual from the technical standpoint looks very good. I would look to buy that one here off the green dot. The stochastics down here on the floor. There's no data on the monthly, so if you guys have the indicator and you guys don't see any data on your chart, that's because it's so new. This one just came out about a year ago, so there's nothing that can populate the data there. But you can see it's green here on the weekly, and we are experiencing a nice pullback. So if you guys have been around for a while as well, you guys know we have this cheat sheet over here. So what to pay attention to here is this dotted line. Okay, that is our mean. That is our average here. Think of this on the daily chart. Okay, this is to reference the daily chart here. So the mean, the averages are these lines, right? We never want to buy way off of the mean. We don't want to buy when price is sitting off of the mean. we want to wait till it retraces into it. You can see it retraced right here into it, right here at the 50. So it didn't quite get down here to the 200, but it's retracing here into the 50. So I really like this one going into next week. 160 looks like a solid support. It could come all the way down to 120. Just looking for that green dot confirmation. That's where you'd want to buy it. And that could show up here once we get the new candles in 30 minutes as well. SUI, I called this one out in the Discord yesterday. Boom. It hit that $3 level. Again, there was probably a ton of stop losses sitting right there at $3. What did they do? They shoved the price down below 3. They liquidated everybody that had the stop loss, and now they're shoving it right back up. So that was a beautiful buy. I think I called that one out at like 294 or something like that. And it's sitting at 320 here today. I think you're going to see a green dot on SUI here tomorrow as well. The support level I would be using, the stop loss level I would be using here is now 280. And again, that's sitting right on our averages, right on our mean here. Okay, looks really, really good. Yeah, I'll get to Ondo here, I promise. Ondo's on the list. Okay, we're just hitting this list right now. I will be hitting Ondo here. We got a bunch of names we're going to be going through, guys, so just sit tight here. And we're going to go get to them. But virtual, again, looking very, very good going into next week. Circle. This is, I believe this is, this is the USDC, that app. They had their IPO. They IPO'd, I believe, at like $24 or something like that. And they've been on a tear. So something interesting to just watch next week. Obviously, it's only been around for 2 days. So you could be in here on a 15-minute chart looking for pullbacks, but there's just not a whole lot of data on this one just yet. So just something to watch next week. That's not going to be on my favorites list, but I want to see more data. Right, this thing can go all the way up to $400, but technically there's not a lot of things we can do. We trade off technicals, not just off hype and things like that. Obviously, USDC is going to be a huge company. It's the biggest, it is the largest stable coin out there, and they just went live with their IPO. So now they are a publicly traded company on the NYSE, on the stock market. So congrats to everyone who actually got into the IPO. I did not. I don't like to trade IPOs, but if you got in, you did very, very well. Here's ZBCN. This is everyone's, seems to be Twitter's favorite coin right now. It is looking more interesting by the day here. The stochastic is back down here at 0. I want to see it closer to these EMAs, though. I want to see it pull back closer to these EMAs. If you're in that one, I would just watch that 0.004 level. You can see that's where it's trying to build a base here. If that breaks, you'll probably see a really big dip down here to like 0.0025 or 0.0023. Watching for a green dot for the confirmation. You can see the last one came right here in May at around 0.016, and it went all the way up there to 0.017. By the way, guys, if we can get this live stream here to 300 likes, I will give away 300 XRP here if we can do it by the time we sign off today. We've gotten pretty damn close, but we haven't hit 300 on the stream yet. So if you guys are watching, if you guys are tuning in, smash that like and win yourself 300 XRP. I will gladly give it away here by the end of stream if we can get up to 300 likes on the video by the time we log off today. ZBCN, I'm not liking that one for next week. Again, I just think it's too overvalued. People are way too excited about it. People seem to love the fundamentals of it. Apparently, they got a partnership with XRP, yada, yada, yada. But again, I'm a technical trader. I want to buy closer to the EMAs, okay? If it holds this 0.004 level and goes higher, congratulations. But to me, it's just overvalued. There's too much risk there for me. I would much rather buy something like Riz at a $5 million market cap than ZBCN at like a $300 million market cap. If Riz catches CBCN in market cap, Riz will be trading at like, I don't know, like 40 cents or something like that. Like it would be an insane move if Riz caught up to that. So, yeah. Plus, it's on the hype train. Here's Hut. Hut, again, where were we? We're in a downtrend, guys. Downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. Trending down, trending down, trending down. What happened here? We broke out. How do we know we break out of the trend? We break over the EMAs. We call that the takeoff phase. Okay, we take off. We break up over the mean. Okay, trending down, trending down, trending down. We broke out. We pulled back. There was our entry right there at $15. You had the green dot right there at around $15.50, and it went all the way up here to 19. But what I did notice about this and pretty much every other crypto stock right now is that we are getting these green monthly dots. Okay, so this one looks good for next week. I would like to see a pullback here So you can see how the daily, you guys missed the daily dot there. What I'd be watching for if it's already taken off, I'd zoom into the 15-minute chart here. Okay, this is a really good strategy if you guys missed the green dot and missed the move. Okay, because the trend is up, right? We know that the trend is up. As long as the last dot is green, that means we're going up for the next 1 to 6 months. Okay, you can see we went up for 2 months there. This looks extremely bullish. Okay, this looks very bullish here for a 1 to 6 month trade. So what I would do here, now that you missed the daily dot, okay, is I would look to the 15-minute chart now and look for a pullback into that 200, just like it did right there on the 15-minute chart. Okay, because it's already had a big move up to 19. So now you can watch for a pullback into like $17 here. Okay, into that 200. We use the same exact strategy here on the 15-minute chart. So again, if you miss the daily dot, guys, if you're like, damn, the daily dot came yesterday or 2 days ago, right? This came right here at 15, 16 bucks. Boom. It popped up to 19. Okay, if you have that conviction, you should have been entering right here when we pulled back into the mean. Because again, when we pull back into the mean, into the average, okay, that's normally where smart money's going to load up here. Okay, $15 was a great entry here. You can see the stochastic was even on the floor right here in June, and then it just popped. Okay, that's a 25% move already. So again, if you missed the daily, you want to move in here to the 15-minute and wait for a pullback, a retracement here on the 15, down here to the 200. And you could set up an alert for that as well. If you guys want to set up an alert for it hitting the moving average like this, all you got to do is right click, hit add alert. Okay, and then what you want to do is you want to go to our 3MA indicator, and then you want to use the third one. Okay, the third EMA here would be the 200. Okay, and then the second one would be the slow EMA. That's going to be the 100, and the fast EMA is going to be the 50. So this is the 50, this is the 100, this is the 200. On the 15-minute chart, a really good buying signal is when we're obviously in an uptrend, okay, and we pull back into the 200, okay, pulled back right into it, ripped. Okay, that was a great entry there yesterday at $16. Beautiful entry. Green dot confirmed it right there, and it did the ripski. Okay, and you also got a monthly dot here on HUT. So I like HUT. I like HUT a lot. I'm going to put that one on the favorites list next week. I'd be watching that 15-minute chart for a little pullback if you guys missed that. Here's Wolf. This one also gave a monthly signal, but it looks like it faded away. This is another crypto stock here. Also looking very good. Again, a great place to be buying right here. Once again, we were stuck at a downtrend, stuck at a downtrend, stuck at a downtrend. How do we know we're in a downtrend? We're below the EMAs. Do we want to buy things that are going down? No, we want to buy things that are going up. We broke out here, take off, pull back, get ready for the ripski. Okay, this one looks really good here above 350. I like Wolf for next week too. Obviously, you missed the green dot, so I would be in here on the 15-minute chart looking for that retracement in here to the 200. Okay, I'd like to buy that one around $3.90 to $4. That one looks good. SUI, a lot of these cryptos are going to be looking really good. I mean, that pullback yesterday was a gift. While everyone's panicking, we are eating it up, baby. We are fully bullish here into the end of the year, guys. Okay, here's SUI. It's sitting right on the averages right now. So I'd be a buyer of SUI here. That's a beautiful looking chart there. Okay, beautiful looking pullback. It retraced right into that $3 level we were watching, and boom. Okay, nice move up here today. I like this one as long as it can hold on to 280. Here's IREN, IREN. This is an energy company. Also breaking out of a long downtrend here. Okay, we've been going down since February. We finally broke out. We had a little pullback right here. Green dot a couple days ago right there at 875. So the stop loss on this is 850. And you got a green monthly dot as well on that one. That one looks good for next week. Here's KTA. This is Kita, another very new project here. Not a lot I could tell you on this one, guys, just because it's very new. You could track the 4-hour here and look for these pullbacks. You can see it pulled right back into the EMA there at 84 and popped. But these newer projects, not a lot I could tell you. That one won't be on the favorites list next week. I need stuff with data. I need to see stuff on my indicator for me to get excited about it. Okay, if there's no data on the indicator, there's nothing we can do. It's just a new project. It's based on fundamentals. You're investing on fundamentals if you're investing into new projects. Okay, like Chirp and Riz, those are both fundamental investments for me. Okay, fundamental investments. They're low market cap and I believe they have a lot of utility. They are actual projects that will be used, okay, by people out there, by companies and things like that. So those are fundamental. Again, there is data. There is data on them. We called this out on Wednesday here, okay, right there at 0.04. It's up 40%, so that's good. But if you're investing in something like Kita, you're investing into fundamentals. You're investing into what they do. Okay, and I believe like the ex-CEO of Google made this coin or something. So again, a lot of speculation behind it. So I'm not really a speculative investor. I am more of a technical trader is what we do here. Okay, Matic is still stuck in an ugly downtrend here, but it does have the monthly dot. So if you're going to play Matic next week, let's go ahead and put that one on the list. But let's go ahead and watch that 19-cent level. I really don't like the chart, but if altcoins are going to pop here, Matic should pop, and it does have the green monthly dot here showing up as well. So up above 19 cents, I do think Matic has a chance, but God, this project has been ugly for the last... this has just been in a long downtrend since 2021, or since all the way back here in 2024. It's just been puking. Okay. I don't even know if anyone's still using their platform, but we'll go ahead and add that one on because it does have a green dot showing up here today on the daily, and it also does have a green dot there on the monthly. So it definitely does qualify for the watch list next week. And here's SoundHound. This is an AI play. Really like this one next week too. Okay, looking for that daily green dot here. I like this one above $9. Up above $9. This is a solid AI play here. Again, we had this big run up here to 24, 25. Everyone was super excited about it. Everyone was having a good time, right? They were up here. Oh my God, it's the next biggest thing. It's the next greatest thing to ever happen. We're way off of the mean, way off of the averages. They're in euphoria, having a great time. And it pulled all the way back from 24 all the way down there to $6. So if you were buying up here at 24, you were down like 80% at this point. But now we're right into the averages. We're sitting right on that mean right now. And up above 9, I do like SoundHound still. I would look to buy that one on a green dot here next week. We got Hims. Hims, same story. Everyone was freaking out over here. Everyone was having a good time at $70, $75. Pulled all the way back into the average, into the mean at 25. Pulled back like 60%. Great buying pocket here for Hims. Okay, these were solid entries down here. Had a huge move up from 25 to around 70. That was around a 200% move there. And now we're just building the base. This one is on the floor right now. I'm going to put that one in the watch list for next week. That one actually looks really good. It's trying to build a base right there at 51, so that's going to have to be your stop loss right there at 51. And I think you might see a green dot there on Monday. So I'd watch for that. But you can see we're consolidating. We're building a base right here at 21. I would look for the next green dot there on Hims and use a stop loss right there at 50 to 51. Here's OKLO. This thing's just on a tear. This thing's way too high, too far off the averages for me. That one's too high for next week. Okay, I want to see it retrace. I want to buy OKLO down here, okay, at like 20, 23 bucks. I like the stochastic getting lower, but I want to see it back down here like 32 to 36, closer to those averages. PLTR, same thing. Okay, just very choppy. This is like a day trader stock right now. I want to see a big retracement on PLTR down here to like 70 bucks. Okay, until that happens, I'm just not interested. Not interested in PLTR next week. Okay, if you're in it, I would use a stop loss at 120, but I don't like to buy chop. I like to buy after a big overreaction to the downside. That was a great buying pocket right there on PLTR, right there at 65. Okay, but that one is not what we're looking at next week. We got IONQ. IONQ, big move up here, big move down. Okay, stochastics on the floor here, so I like this one over 35. Up over 35 bucks, this one looks good. I like the fact that that stochastic RSI, again, when that's at 0, when that light blue line's at 0, that's when we should be looking for entries. The last time it was at 0 was back here at this period, okay, at 25 bucks. Where did it go? It went all the way up there to 50, or yeah, 50 bucks for like 100% trade. So it's trying to build a base here up above 35. It would have to hold on to 35, and I'd want to see a green dot to get that confirmation here on IONQ. What's that 15-minute look like? Yeah, the 15-minute, you could even argue that this should be the stop loss right there at 38 if you're looking at the 15 there, which is right, literally right there. I would call it 37.50. But let's watch that one next week for a green dot, see if it comes. Shopify trying to break out here as well. It's got a green dot here today. Again, if it has the green dot and you missed it, you want to zoom into the 15 now and wait for a pullback into 106. But I do like Shopify if it pulls back to 106. Again, hopefully you got in off the green dot. If you guys are in the Discord, we call all those out over here: the daily, the weekly, and the monthly alerts. I believe its monthly chart is still showing green as well. Yeah, that one's also got a green dot there on the monthly too. So looking for pullbacks on that one. Oh, we got Mara. This is a cryptocurrency miner like CLSK that we went over at the beginning of the video. Mara's got a green dot here on the monthly. This is a A1 signal for a 1 to 6 month swing trade, guys. Again, the last time this came with the wave all the way down here was back here in 2023. That was at $6.75. It went all the way up to 34. That was a 500% trade. Okay, and again, the stochastic's only at 23, so Mara is looking fantastic. We are buying any and every pullback on Mara here. This one is very strong here, over 14 bucks. Very strong over 14 here. TEM, this is Tempest AI, building the base here. I like Tempest AI over 48, up over 48. That one's looking really good on the monthly as well. AI stocks look phenomenal right now, guys. SoundHound was one. TEM is one. We got A-Firm absolutely popping off as well here. Again, big move up, way off of the averages. Again, let's go back to that cheat sheet over here. We were way off of the mean back here. Way off of the averages back here in February. We retraced all the way to $30 to $40, and now we're taking off again. Okay, this one looks very good over that $48 level. I would just continue to use the 15-minute chart here now that we had that breakout and look for the pullback into the 200. Okay, right there into like 55 bucks, I think would be an absolute steal for A-Firm, but this one looks like it wants to go up, up, and away. Okay, and you can see the monthly coiling up there as well. The monthly chart's looking very good. Okay, so I'd be buying any and every red day on A-Firm. Any major red days, I'd be buying that. Okay, looks really good. Here's INJ. INJ still looks solid over 10. Up above 10. I like that one. Let's watch for a green dot on INJ next week. We got AVAX. AVAX right down to around 18. Again, watching for the green dot here next week. I still like it because it's still holding on to these lows here. Okay, but we got to pump over this weekend, guys. We need to get some green over this weekend. If we can get back over 22, AVAX is looking really good. Let's watch that one for a green dot here next week. Doge, again, they sold this thing off very hard over the last 2 weeks. Still flushing people out. That stochastic's trying to curve here. Not giving up on Doge yet either. Okay, this one still looks good over 16 cents. I'll go ahead and add that one into the watch list. Watch for a green dot on that one as well. We got Super. I think any crypto right now, guys, is a solid buy at these prices. I think this is the last dump before the pump here. Okay, you're going to start seeing a lot of monthly dots here very soon. Superverse here. Superverse, I don't know too much about Superverse, to be quite honest with you guys. So I'm actually going to take that one off. I'm going to take that one off the list here and put that one back on the red list because I don't know too much about that one personally. Ada Cardano, nice little bounce today. I think you're going to see a green dot on the daily here tomorrow. I think these prices are phenomenal, folks. These are gifts here. Up above 60 cents. Ada looks fantastic. Okay, Ada looks really good here up above 60 cents. Watching for that green dot confirmation here on Ada. We'll watch that one next week. Here's UAL. This is United Airlines. Okay, popping off here. Okay, looking really good. Again, we had this huge move up. We pulled all the way back. We're sitting right on our mean right now. It's looking good. Okay, looking very good. That weekly chart breaking out here. Monthly chart also pointing straight up. Airlines look good. Think about it. It's summer, guys. What do people do in the summer? They travel, they fly, they go on cruises, they travel, they do things, right? Which means their stock is going to produce, right? Their business, their company is going to produce. So this one's a little too high for me here. I'd want to buy any dramatic pullback, though, I want to see where that stochastic comes back down here, just like it did right there at 75. That's where I'd be looking to buy. This one's just a little too high, but I do think that one has some really good upside going into summer. That EMA, I'd buy this one here right now at 350. I like that one. TAO looks solid. And my internet's a little slow, guys, so I'm sorry if the stream's a little laggy here. But TAO looks solid here above 350. That wave is way down there. Last time the wave was all the way down here was back in April. You can see right there at 190, it went all the way up to $500. It's sitting at the same spot right now, so the deeper the wave, the better here. Watching for that green dot next week. That's actually one of my favorite setups so far of today. And here's Litecoin. Litecoin still holding on to this low right here at $80. I think you're going to see a green dot on Litecoin here in the next 12 minutes. Okay, in the next 12 minutes. I really like that one. Here's Pepe. Saw a couple of you asking about this one in the chat. That wave is getting deeper and deeper, guys. Okay, phenomenal spot to be buying when the wave is all the way down here and we are up above the EMAs. Okay, Pepe, again, probably one of my favorite trades right now. I would buy the crap out of that one at these levels. And if you get the green dot, that is your confirmation. Again, I still really like this one up above 0.001. I think Pepe has a bright, bright summer ahead of it. Pepe looks fantastic here. Okay, we don't necessarily want to buy up here. Don't want to buy Pepe up here. Why? Because we're sitting off of those EMAs. We want to buy it into the EMAs. It's sitting right on it right here, right now. Pepe looks very, very good going into the weekend. Here's SoFi, another one. We got this monthly alert here today, but it did fade away, but it did come here today. SoFi, we had quite a few monthly alerts go off today, guys. We had ABT, BLK, I believe that's BlackRock, CAT, IBM, SoFi, Amazon, and HUT. Okay, and I think you're going to see a lot of these crypto monthly alerts pop off here toward the end of June to July, beginning of July. I think you're going to see a lot of crypto start to pop off here. So SoFi, again, that signal came today, but it did fade away. Again, it fades away as price fluctuates, but this thing's still very strong. We've been tracking this one for the last couple of weeks, up above $12. It looks phenomenal. It's a little too high to buy, in my opinion, for next week, but I do think that one could be trading at 18 here by the end of summer. Okay, so not for next week, but for the next couple months, yes. Looks really good. Here's Ondo. Again, we called this golden dot out here in June, guys. That was at around 81 cents, okay? We went down to 75 cents yesterday. We lost 6 cents, and people were losing their minds, okay? This signal, guys, like every other signal on this channel, is a 1 to 6 month swing trade, meaning you have to wait 1 to 6 months to see the outcome of the trade. It doesn't mean tomorrow or next week or the next day. You have to be willing to wait 1 to 6 months. If you can't do that, don't trade the signals. Do not trade these, okay, if you're not able to do it. Do not trade the signals if you're not able to do it, okay? That golden dot came. Again, that doesn't, if you bought that, you're not investing for the prices down here. You're investing for the prices when we go back on a parabolic move. These golden dots are very accurate if you can stay 1 to 6 months out. Okay, so Ondo is still very, very bullish here off that golden dot. Okay, very bullish. I think that one's going to be trading anywhere between $5 and $8 by the end of summer. Okay, $5 and $8 by the end of summer on Ondo. Okay. If it goes down to 70, it doesn't matter, right? If we go hit 70 tomorrow, it doesn't matter. This is a 1 to 6 month swing trade. It's not going to matter if it's 80 or 70 cents when it hits $5 to $8 here by the end of the year. So, I mean, it's even going to give you another opportunity to buy it now off a green dot. So I'd be looking to add to Ondo on a green dot, but I don't know why you would add, because that green dot is going to come around the same price you got the golden dot on. Okay, the golden dot came right there at 81.82. It's down a penny from that golden dot. So don't panic on Ondo. It's still a hold. Okay, 1 to 6 months out on all investments. We're not day traders. We're staying long. I don't see that one ever going below 65 cents. I don't see it ever going below 65 cents. Okay, I think this weekend is going to be big. If we can recover these highs right here at 87, you're going to see this thing absolutely explode here. VeChain. VeChain also lost its EMA right here. We were really hoping we were going to hang on to these levels, but again, watching that one for a daily green dot now that we're down at these levels. Again, these weekly dots are going to be very important here. I'm thinking we're going to get some in the next 2 weeks. I think you could see some next week and possibly even the week after that. This weekend's going to be very interesting, guys. Very, very interesting. I still think we're at phenomenal prices to be buying. Again, we're at the same prices we were back here in 2024. Okay, so like I say in almost every single video, guys, you're always up here, right? When we go parabolic, when we go 500-600%, right? This went 300% here. Every time we go up here, you're always like, damn, I wish I was buying down here. I wish I was buying at these prices. Because right here, truly, we weren't doing anything. We were stuck in a consolidation pattern, just like we are right now. I mean, we're just going sideways. We're doing one of these. Okay, we're stuck here. The crypto markets are doing this right now. They call this the smart money phase. Okay, because while everybody panics on every single red day, BlackRock and the smart money, these guys, the institutional investors, they're laughing. They're buying all your crypto from you because you're panic selling on a little tiny red day, on the chart. Okay, imagine selling down here back in August or September and then seeing the price go up 300-400% in December. You'd feel like an idiot. Okay, and it's doing the same exact thing, right? Charts repeat themselves, patterns repeat themselves. We're stuck right now in a consolidation pattern. Markets only do three things, guys. They go up, they go down, or they go sideways. And right now we're going sideways. So this is the place where you want to build your positions, continue to add, go to work, make money, do your thing, okay? Accumulate cash, buy more assets, okay? Because we're in the smart money phase. This is where the smarties are loading up and holding, okay? We're not going to be up here tomorrow, but in the next 1 to 6 months, I think there is a very, very, very high probability that we are going to do one of these moves again, okay, into 2026. So continue to add, okay? The daily charts don't look as good as they did last week. I mean, I thought we were going to bounce right here last week. Guess what? We did. But do we care? No, because we're 1 to 6 months out. We know right now we're in a consolidation period. We know we're just going sideways. Okay, we're not doing one of these. Okay, it doesn't matter if you bought it at 0.02, right? 0.027 or 0.023. When the price goes to 10 cents, it won't matter. You won't care. You won't lose sleep at all. Okay, this is what we're looking for. We're investing for the prices when we're back up here in the red zone. Okay, on the Fib. Okay, the Fibonacci is another great tool, guys. I have videos on that in the Discord if you guys want to watch. I have a free trading course right over here. If you guys are new, free trading course. We're not investing for the prices down here. We are investing for the prices up here. Okay, same thing with the stochastic RSI. We want to buy when that stochastic RSI, sell when the stochastic RSI on the monthly is back up there at the white dotted line. Yeah, WLK did give the golden dot there. What was that? A couple days ago. What is that doing now? Again, the golden dots are a signal, a 1 to 6 month swing trade. So that came right there at what? $70, you're up, I don't know, 5%. But again, we're buying for the prices up here at 150, 160. That's where we're buying for. We're not buying for the prices when the stochastic is down here. Look at that perfect bounce. Yeah, WLK is solid, dude. Solid. I'm actually going to add that one into the watch list. Thank you. Okay, and that did get the golden dot there. So, yeah, any pullback opportunity, I think that looks phenomenal. And that monthly chart is bouncing right on that 200-month moving average. Beautiful. Beautiful looking chart. Okay, I know the green dot hasn't come yet, but that's coming in the next couple months, and that has a long way to recover there. So if you played that golden dot, you're up a little bit. Not too much to brag about, but again, we don't care about the prices down here. We care about the prices up here. Okay, in the red zone. We don't care about the price. I mean, this is a rug pull right now, but that golden dot is telling you, hey, this is the potential bottom. So up above $68, yeah, this one still looks fine. Here's AVE. AVE's still up above. You see the golden cross here? Thing's beautiful. Okay, looks good above 200. Looking to buy any green dot here on the daily from here on out. We got RUM. This is the Rumble. This is Google's competitor. That one had a green dot called out in the Discord today. I think this setup looks phenomenal. We're bouncing right on that EMA right now. Looking really good. We even got the monthly dot as well on Rumble. Rumble's one of the best setups here going into next week here, folks. That one is solid. That looks solid. Okay, same thing. You can get in here to the 15-minute and look for a little pullback, but I think you buy Rumble here. I think that looks phenomenal. That's one of the best looking setups we've seen all day. You got the green daily, and I can come over here to the trading indicator, click on this link right here, and your screen will look exactly like mine. Okay, when that thing loads up, all you got to do is come over here to trading view here. God, my internet's slow today. Okay, if you want to turn it on, you just click that link right there. Boom. Click the link. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. You can hide it. You can toggle it on. You can toggle it off, so on and so forth. I have a whole trading course over here that you guys can learn about the fib and our trading strategy. It's like 7 or 8 videos you guys can watch over the weekend. Trading course, free inside of the Discord there. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what's going on with my internet. Tesla. God, I don't know, man. I mean, it kind of seems like everybody forgot about the whole thing that happened yesterday. It's just weird. We live in a weird time. But I would say up above 280, this thing's going to try to hold on here. I'd wait for the green dot. The stochastic is now down here at the floor. It's right into our EMAs. So it doesn't look like a bad spot. But I don't know. There's just too much volatility for me, man. Who knows what the hell's going to happen? Trump was threatening taking away the government subsidies, which is like threatening to take away the government contracts. And I think if Tesla doesn't have those contracts, yeah, I don't think they're making that much money. But if you want to play Tesla, 280, watch for the green dot. We can keep that one on the favorites list next week and just see what it does. SHIB, it lost its EMA here. So, yeah, it lost its EMA. So what we want to look for now is like a weekly or a monthly dot, something bigger. I was hoping that thing was going to hold on to 0.004, but I want to see that one get a green dot there on the weekly next week. That one's not going to be on the favorites list. H-bar, same thing. We were trying to build a base here. I thought we were going to blast off, but hey, we went the other direction here. It happens. Okay, weekly dot is what we're waiting for now. Weekly or the monthly dot here. That one's got a pretty solid support level right there at 15 cents. Okay, and you could even add on this one right there. We're getting new daily signals here now, folks. So you're seeing H-bar give a green dot. You're seeing AVAX give a green dot. So we're going to try to reverse this weekend. We're going to try to claim those EMAs again. So we'll see what happens. I mean, you're seeing a flood of them come here in the Discord now. Okay, those daily alerts are popping off. You got Doge, you got Link, you got SUI, you got Litecoin, AVAX, Ondo, ADA. I think yesterday was a liquidity grab, guys. I think that was their last attempt to flush all of retail out. And we'll know based on what we do this weekend. Okay, up above 18 cents. I still like Algorand. You're seeing all these dots come in right here, right now. So I think this is a great place to add. Personally, for the next 1 to 6 months, I think it's a great place to add. You see VeChain's got one as well, right there at 0.022. That one looks good. Trump doesn't quite have one yet. That one's sold off a little bit again. Right down below this liquidity spot right there at 10 bucks. Boom, came right down there. I don't like Trump coin next week. I'm not a fan, to be honest with you. Here's Atom, give it a green dot here. So up above $4, I still like Atom here. That's got the green dot on the daily here today. XRP's got a green dot showing up here on the daily as well. Boom, bouncing right on our EMA right there. XRP is still strong up above 2. So the bulls really stepped in today. Okay, the bulls really stepped in because the bears tried everything they could yesterday to shove this thing down, and they failed. Okay, this shows strength. This is a show of strength to me. So XRP is still above $2. I still really, really like, and that one's got a green dot showing up here today. Okay, that one looks solid. Okay, you also got AIOZ giving a green dot here. Another one, we lost the EMAs here. Okay, again, liquidity grab here. Okay, that one's still red there on the monthly, so I'm not going to put that one on the favorites next week. Robinhood, again, just too far off the EMAs. This is where we want to buy Robinhood. This is where we want to buy Robinhood again when the blue wave is way up here. Not a great place to be looking for positions, but Robinhood has been on an absolute tear. If you guys entered here, I'm really kicking myself for not getting in on Robinhood down here. Okay, at 35 bucks. That one went on a parabolic move all the way up to 80. Okay, that was a beautiful, beautiful move. But now you can see that stochastic RSI is touching that white dotted line. Not a place we're looking to take an entry here. Here's Jasmine giving you a green dot here on the daily. Okay, monthly chart is still red. But again, we're holding these lows right here at 0.0013. So up above 0.012, this thing looks fine. It does have a green dot showing up here today. So I don't think it's a bad place to add. If you're into Jasmine, again, 1 to 6 months out. I know it doesn't have the green dot there yet, but we had a nice big fat green candle there in April. So I would really love to see crypto pump over the weekend, guys. This was a liquidity grab, in my opinion, over the last week or so. I think they really tried to shove it down to get the rest of the weekends out. And again, we're just consolidating right now. We're stuck in one of these phases. We're not going parabolic, okay? We're not blowing off the top. We're just stuck in a little range, right? A consolidation period. So up above 0.012, I still like Jasmine next week. Here's COF. This is Capital One. That one's a little too high for me. Here's Google. Google's got a green dot here today. This one looks pretty good here. You can move your stop loss up at 64. Another one, I'd be looking at the 15-minute chart for a pullback into like 71 here at the beginning of the week next week. That's only if you miss the green dot. Okay, so let's put that one on the favorites list next week. We got BCH. BCH looks fantastic. Okay, that's one of the better setups right there too. Again, we broke up over the EMA. BCH is one that didn't lose its EMA. Okay, you saw a lot of those cryptos, they lost their EMA. Like Jasmine, lost the EMA here. HBAR, lost the EMA here. Okay, Chainlink, lost the EMA here. BCH, Bitcoin Cash, did not lose the EMA here. It held above it. That shows strength. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay, up above 360, I'm very bullish. I think you're going to get a green dot on that one. That is probably one of my favorite crypto setups for next week, and that one even has a green monthly dot as well. So that one looks phenomenal. Coinbase still holding on to its EMAs. I still really like Coinbase above 220. Looking to buy that one on a green dot next week. Okay, if it's up above the EMAs, guys, we want to look for every single pullback that we can get. Okay, we don't want to buy when we're down below. Okay, we want to buy when we're up above the EMAs, and Quant is still up above the EMAs. I'd love to see this one pull back to like 95. I don't think it's going to happen, but this one also has the monthly dot as well from back there in May. This one's looking good. Oscar, what's going on, my brother? It's good to hear, Tom. Glad you guys are getting some value here, man. Link, I'm looking for a $50 to $80 chain link in the bull run. I think Link will be trading anywhere from, I'm going to say 50 to 80. I see some people calling for like 100 to 150. I think 80 is a good target. I'd be really happy with $80. I mean, I would be more than happy with $80. I'd be happy with $50. Ideally, we really just want to wait and see, you know, where we top out at. Okay, we want to wait for one of our topping signals. Again, we went over our selling strategy. Not looking to sell Chainlink until that stochastic gets back up here closer to that white dotted line. Okay, we haven't even really turned the corner yet on Chainlink. Okay, you can look at this. You can look at the Fibonacci here as well. You can see, I mean, look at that. That's sitting at like 28, 29 bucks. So I might sell half or 25% of my position there. But I think when the bull run when this happens, I think we're going to be sitting anywhere from $50 to $80 in the next bull run. And again, I see people calling for 100, 200, but I think 50 to 80 is a good conservative area. And it's sitting at 13 right now. You got Bitcoin, green dot there. I like that one here next week. Also bouncing right off a very important EMA. Stochastics on the floor. We could be in for a really big weekend, guys. It could be a very, very eventful weekend. So, you know, kick back, put your feet up, go make yourself a nice drink, go out, get some sunshine, maybe go to the lake, go to the beach. Nothing to worry about, man. These markets are still very strong, but Bitcoin is still very, very strong here, guys. Okay, there is nothing wrong with Bitcoin right now. Okay, you got a green dot there on the monthly. We're still trending up above the EMAs. We are looking fantastic, folks. And you even seeing a green dot here on BCH. I'm actually going to call this one out. I'm sorry, this is Bitcoin. You got one over here. If you guys want to see my setups, my favorite setups, it's in Overkill Alerts. I'm probably going to have to do some work here tomorrow because there is a lot of signals coming in here after yesterday's liquidity event. But Bitcoin, again, you're seeing the daily dot show up here today. Well, we just got yesterday's candles. So again, we get new crypto candles every day on June, I'm sorry, at 5 p.m. 5 p.m., that's Pacific time. So whatever time it is right now, if you guys are watching the live, 7 minutes ago is when we got the new daily candles. So that's probably why you saw a bunch of signals come in all at once. And then stock market, right, the stock market opens at 6:30 Pacific time on Monday, on every day of the week, unless it's a holiday. But every single day we get new crypto candles. So this is tomorrow's candle, right? We just got tomorrow's candle, June 7th candle here at 5 p.m. That's June 6th. Here's SEI. SEI is at the same spot this golden dot came back here at 17 cents. So it's giving you a green dot here today. What's this telling you is that this is a great range to be buying, right? Great range to be going long. This thing went from 18 all the way up here to around 25. That was a 100% move there. Now it's pulling back. Okay, it's back in the same exact spot you got the gold dot on. So again, everybody wants the big parabolic move, right? Everyone wants this big parabolic run up, but a lot of people aren't willing to wait during this period. Okay, people get impatient, people quit, right? It's just the way it goes. That's how the market is. The market is not your friend. But again, there is only three things that the market does, guys. The market either goes sideways, the market goes up, or the market goes down. There's nothing else the market can do. Right now, we were somewhere in this stage. Okay, we're right here in this stage. We had this big flush out, okay, from January all the way to May. Okay, this return to normal bounce, that was in January. Okay, let's look at Ethereum. You see how Ethereum had a big move up here? Okay, let me actually take this down a little bit. Ethereum, here was the move, right here in November, right? Donald Trump's president, everyone's having a good time. We go from 2,000 up to 4, okay? Big run up, everyone's excited. Oh my God, Donald Trump, he's the greatest person in history, blah, 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 blah. He's going to do so much stuff for us. Okay, and then we get this dip. Okay, we got that dip. And then we had this little pump right here, okay? That little pump right there in January, that was the return to normal bounce. That was the bull trap. Okay, that was the bull trap where everyone got overly bullish, including myself, and this thing sold all the way off. Okay, big old despair dip. Everyone was excited. Everyone was having a good time. Everyone was just jumping for joy, right? Because their portfolio was just 2, 3, 4, 5x'd. We had the pullback. Oh my God, we're going back up. Return to normal. Going back. Nope. Okay. That was this. This is over with. Okay? This is over with. This is done. Okay? We had that big 60-70% retracement. Okay? This was the beginning of altcoin season right here, when we broke back out over the average. This was the takeoff phase. Okay? The takeoff phase is when we break back over the averages here on the daily chart. Okay? That's the takeoff phase. You break over the mean. Breaking up over the mean. Okay? Ethereum broke back up. We were in a downtrend. We broke back up. Okay. And my stance on altcoin season happening this summer stands as long as we can hold on to 2,200 here on Ethereum. If Ethereum breaks down below 2,200, we're probably going to see some more pain all the way into who knows when. But the fact that it's having a hard time breaking down below 2,400 tells me that the buyers are not letting it go down below this level. So 2,200 is the biggest level you could be watching in crypto right now on Ethereum. Okay, and I think that next green dot, now that we're down here below the zero line, is going to be a fantastic place to add. Appreciate you, Oscar. Thank you, brother. What else we got? SEI. That one's still a buy. I'd buy that one here today. ARM also breaking out here. I love this one over 120. This is a stock. You got the green dot a couple days ago. But again, looking very, very good here. Nice, beautiful uptrend there above 120. Here's Solana. Solana doesn't have the green dot yet. Again, they pushed it down below 150. I've been watching 140 as the support. Okay, that's where we bounced right back here. And they tried to tag it, but they missed it. I still like Solana here. I would buy the next daily green dot here on Sol. Amazon, obviously we got the monthly signal on this one here yesterday. Boom, green dot right there, pointing straight up there on the monthly chart. Okay, that signal has been very, very good for Amazon here in the past. Okay, looking very good. Buying any green dot, any pullback here into the EMAs on Amazon from here on out. It's a little too high for next week, but looking really good. Okay, that's not going to be my favorite for next week, but it is looking good. I would be looking to buy pullbacks. I don't think we're going to get a pullback next week, though. We got XTZ here. Still red there on the monthly. I don't like this one either for next week. Okay, doesn't mean that could change. CRV is back down into its 200-day moving average. This one is looking fantastic next week. That's probably my second favorite crypto setup right there for next week. Beautiful pullback here. This is the pullback we were waiting for. Blue wave's way down here right now. Okay, last time the blue wave was below the zero line was right here on April 9th at 45 cents. It pumped all the way up to 85 there. All the way up there to 85. Okay, nice bounce there at 0.059. Beautiful. Beautiful setup here going into next week. CRV looks good. Okay. CRV looks fantastic. Flare here has got a green dot here on the daily. I like this one as long as we hold those lows down there at 0.016. I think Martyr has a pretty good position in this over in the Discord, but that one looks good. You got Ethereum Classic here. Very oversold at the moment. It is going to be a very interesting weekend, folks. It is going to be a very interesting weekend. If crypto can hold on to these lows from May, things are going to absolutely pop here. SUI, we covered that one, my man. Okay, that one's a buy right now. It's got a green dot showing up here right now. We're sitting right on the EMAs. SUI looks phenomenal. If you want to use a stop loss on it, I'd use it right there at 280. 280. Okay, if you guys got chart requests, today is not a chart request video. Okay, if you guys are a member of the YouTube, if you guys are a YouTube Spartan, I'll take your requests. But if you guys want to request your charts, on Monday we'll be live here again. You just drop them over here in the chart request thread. I will open up the chat on Monday, and you guys will be able to put your chart requests in here. Okay, I know you can't chat right there right now, but on Monday, I will give you guys a notification over here, and we're going to be covering all these names in Monday's video, just like we do every single Monday. So if you guys got chart requests, bring them on Monday or Wednesday. Wednesday, I take chart requests right from the chat. But today is for our watch list. Okay, today is the names we are tracking. Ethereum Classic, I'm not a big fan of that one, to be honest with you. ARB breaking out. Again, beautiful breakout here. The EMAs, the pull back into it. Boom, nice bounce. Green dot came right there at 128. Nice move there. Okay, nice move. I'd be a holder of that one. I wouldn't be looking to buy that one next week. We got XLM bouncing right at the same support. So a lot of these are putting in a double bottom, guys. We went over the double bottom on Wednesday's video. I mean, that was an exact double bottom right there. Okay, 25 cents. A double bottom is where you bounce. Okay, so we bounced right here at 25 cents on XLM. And we bounced again on the same exact level. That is a double bottom. That is bullish. Okay, that is a bullish pattern. And you got the green dot showing up here today. I would be looking to enter on XLM right now. We got AI, C3 AI. This one looks really good too. Up above 22 bucks. Looks really solid here. Okay, it's also got a green monthly dot showing up here as well. That is C3 AI. I like that one. I like C3 AI next week. iBit, this is Bitcoin, the Bitcoin ETF. We're looking to buy that one on a green dot as well next week. We got Cisco. Cisco's too far off the EMAs for us. Not interested in that one for next week. And again, guys, I will be sharing this watch list with you guys here after this video, so stay tuned for that. I will share it just like I do every single week. Here's American Express. A little too high for me next week. Again, if it's too far off the EMAs, guys, I don't want anything to do with it. Here's TARS AI, also looking very good here. That blue wave is now down below the zero line. I like this one right here at 10 cents. Okay, I don't see that one breaking down below 8. Up above 10 cents, right at that EMA line. You can see we bounced on that same exact EMA, 1, 2, and we're testing it for the third time here. Okay, each time we've come and tapped that, it has resulted in a 100% move. We went from 6 to 12, and then 7 all the way up to 16, and we're testing it again. I really like TARS for next week. Excuse me. We got ANET. This one looks pretty good. This one looks good. I'd be looking for the pullback here on the 15-minute now that we got the green dot, and I like this one up above 85. Good solid stock for you guys. Good solid stock for you there. NVTS, way too high here. We want to see a pullback on that one. MU, doing the Ripski, folks. Doing the Ripski. Okay, we called this one out at the beginning of June, right there at 95. It's sitting right there at 108. Okay, so again, those monthly dots are the most accurate signals you can get. I personally would be waiting for a pullback into the EMAs here to buy it, but I'm holding that. I'd be a holder of that one. Okay, maybe even taking some profits off. Let's see if, yeah, we're not even anywhere near that red zone there on the fib. So I just hold this one and look for pullbacks. Okay, because again, our selling signals are when that stochastic comes up here and touches the white dotted line, or we get up into the red zone there. Okay, that red dot in the red zone. Not a red dot down here, but a red dot up here in the red zone. 140 to 150 looks easy. Looks like easy money to me for MU there. And again, the daily is a little overbought, so it could pull back into 92, 96. But again, if you stay long, I think MU will be trading anywhere from 140 to 150, maybe even $200 here shortly. Not for next week, but watching that one for a pullback. BBAI looks good for next week. Another good solid AI play. Just building the base right here, looking for a green dot. That one looks solid for next week. We got Polkadot. Polkadot lost its EMAs too. But it's got a green dot here today, and it is given that double bottom pattern that you're seeing right there off of 380. So, again, just building the range right now. Again, we're just going, what? We're going sideways. Just doing this right now. Okay? Not doing this, just doing this. So, I like DOT under $4. Okay, I think you buy that one here today. We got Soxl, SOXL, broke up above the EMAs. This one looks very strong here above 15. Meta, Facebook, also green dot here on the monthly. So you got Meta, you got Amazon, you got Nvidia, you got the S&P 500, you got the QQQ, all given monthly signals, guys. All given monthly signals. Okay? And people are bearish. So, again, the monthly signal is the most accurate signal you can get on the indicator. And when all of them, right, Facebook, Nvidia, Amazon, okay, you name it. I think Microsoft even has one. MSFT, monthly dot. They're all telling you we are going higher for the next 1 to 6 months. Every single one of them. So, again, we are looking to buy any and every major pullback here. Any major pullback. Meta's too high for me next week. I want to see it pull back into like 620. Okay? But again, the macro, the monthly charts are pointing straight up. Okay? We are going to have a blow-off top into 2026. It is going to happen. And there's nothing you can do about it. That's just not me pulling that out of the air. That is looking at this signal here. Okay? And seeing every time we get this signal, we go up for the next 1 to 6 months. If you guys would have bought this one back in 2022 at 110 on Meta, $100 all the way up to $750. 650% you made off that signal. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. After this summer, okay, probably around August, anywhere from August to November, I am going to cash everything out. I am taking my profits. I'm chilling until we get a big major correction like this again. And then I will be getting back into the markets. Okay, because I think that's what's going to happen in 2026. At about Q2 of 2026, I think Bitcoin's going to correct. I think Bitcoin will come back down here just like it has over every single cycle. Okay, down here, down here, down here. And I'm going to have all that money on the sidelines, and I am just going to wait. It might take a year. It might take a year and a half. But I am going to wait. I think there is going to be a massive blow-off top here into 2026. Okay, you're going to see Bitcoin anywhere from 150 to 200. Ethereum's going to be anywhere from 5 to 8,000. Solana will be up there at $300 to $500. Okay, you're going to see a massive blow-off top. Again, this is just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a licensed broker. Okay, I just like to look at the charts. Okay, and I know for a fact that every time we see that green dot on the monthly chart, 9 times out of 10, we're going up for a month, 1 to 6 months. This is a 1 to 6 month swing trade here. Okay, obviously, if you would have held on for 2 years here, you made 650%. But again, we're thinking 1 to 6 months out here. We can reassess after that happens. So, net's still looking good here. I would wait for a pullback on that one, though. We got Gilead, too far off the EMAs here. Okay, Domino's Pizza, bounce it at a really nice spot. I'd buy Domino's Pizza here next week. Beautiful bounce right there off the EMAs. We got Dell. Dell's looking good here above 100. Okay, looking for pullbacks on that one next week. Roblox, again, good example here. Very overextended. Not looking for that one next week. We want to see a big correction. Big correction, a big pullback back into these EMAs. Great spot to buy here. Great spot to buy here. Not a great spot to buy up here. Uniswap. Uniswap still looks good here above 550. Okay, looking for a green dot on that one next week. We got ELF. ELF we're looking for a pullback on. Again, if you would have entered on this golden dot right here in April at 50 bucks, thing's sitting at 117 now. You're up 120, 130% there. Where do I see Bitcoin falling to in 2026? Let's check the Fibonacci. Probably to 50 to 60,000. 50 to 60,000, I'd imagine. Again, I don't know. I don't know for sure, but somewhere in that range. But ELF, that was a beautiful entry off the golden dot, guys. Again, if you waited from April to June of whatever today is, about 2 months, you're up 120% off of that golden dot. Again, we just got this golden dot on that Ondo. Remember, we called out Ondo. Boom, that was 3 days ago. Everyone's freaking out because we had a red day yesterday. But again, you got to wait 1 to 6 months on these signals, guys. They're not day trades. This isn't buy and get rich tomorrow. This is buy and hold. Okay, and wait till we get the signal. But ELF's had a very strong move, and it's back up above those EMAs. So we're looking for the pullback now into 80 to 90. Rivian got the pullback here. Rivian looks really good. Rivian's one of the best looking stocks for next week. Nice pullback. Wave is way down here now. We're up above the EMAs. Rivian looks solid here at 14. Okay, I really like that play. Okay, that one looks good. Nice pullback. Really nice pullback on Rivian. Solid stock for next week. AMAT, Applied Materials, that one looks good for next week. Now that we got the green dot there on the daily, I'd look at the 15. Look for a pullback into like 162 to 163 there. We got MSTR consolidating right here at 360. This will probably deeply depend on what we do over the weekend, but I think we're trading higher by the end of the weekend, guys. What do you guys think? Are we higher or lower this weekend? Let me go ahead and do a poll. Do we end the week? Okay, you guys vote on this. Are we going higher or lower this weekend? Higher. Lower. Vote on that poll, folks. Let me see what you think. Yeah, I got a Discord, my friend. Overkillinvestingclub.com. That link should be in the description. But you can get the signals over here in the Discord. Okay, we got monthly alerts. We got weekly alerts. We got the daily alerts. And we got the golden dots over here. Okay, all the signals are called out. If you can't see those, it's because you're not a member. It's $4 a month if you guys want to become a member. That'll get you access to everything. I'm even going to drop this watch list for us over there in the Discord after this video as well. So you guys will be able to download that. You can see last week's was right here. Right here, you guys can click this link and that will pull that up for you. Okay, so I'll drop that after I'm done here, but we're getting pretty close. But MSTR looks good here above 360. I like it above 360. Let's go ahead and add that one to the favorites for next week. Watching for the green dot confirmation. FSLR, I was really going to take this trade. I'm very illiquid on cash right now because I am like fully loaded on crypto at the moment. But this was a beautiful, beautiful pattern here, guys. Again, I love seeing a stock that's just in a big downtrend like this. And then when we break out over the averages, right, that is, again, what is called the takeoff phase. The takeoff phase, when we break out over the mean, break out over the average, break out over the mean, and then we pull back into it. We pull back into it. Beautiful setup right there at 150. Even gave you the green dot, and now this thing looks like it's ready to absolutely explode. I love this one over 150. You could get in there to the 15-minute chart and look for a pullback into like 160. Again, on the 15-minute chart, I like to buy right at that 200 EMA on the 15-minute chart. That's a great place to snipe an entry if you missed the green dot there on the daily. But that one looks really good. Looking to buy pullbacks. GE, here's another good example. Again, when we're way off of the averages, okay, we're up here. We don't want to be holding or buying up in this area. We want to wait for a retracement, just like it retraced right here. So that one is on the looking for a pullback list there. Here's Rose. Again, I really don't like that some of these cryptos lost their EMAs, but they are still holding their major support levels. So this one's still in play here, up above 0.025. I saw a lot of you guys talking about this in the Discord, but I would just make sure that one holds on to 0.025 there. We'll look for the green dot on that one next week. Here's PayPal breaking out over the EMAs there. I like PayPal next week. CELH breaking over 40. Look at that. Okay, look at that, folks. Look at that. We have been tracking this one. Same kind of thing here on FSLR. You guys see that solar stock? Remember FSLR? We just covered it probably three minutes ago. Again, look at that. Downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. How do we know if something's in a downtrend, guys? It's below the EMAs. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's so easy to identify when we're in a downtrend and when we're in an uptrend. Okay, if you look at this chart, it's once you guys understand it, right? That mean, that average is our EMAs. That dotted line there. Okay, that is the average. Okay, downtrend bears. The bears are in control when we're going down. Okay, just like how Ethereum. Bears were in control. Bears were in control from January all the way to May. 5 long months of the bears just having a parade. Okay, how do we know the bears aren't in control anymore? We broke out over the averages. We broke out, just like FSLR here. Okay, FSLR, huge move up. Okay, do we want to chase this? No. We want to wait for that pullback. We want to wait for that stochastic RSI to come back down here. Boom. Bounce off of the mean, the average, right? We want to buy that first pullback, break out, pull back. You guys know what comes next, baby. You guys know what comes next. It's the Ripski. The Ripski comes next. Okay, FSLR doing very well, but you can see that same pattern formed right here on CELH. You had a big, long downtrend. This was like from 2024 in May all the way down here to February. Okay, that was like a year and a half of going down. Okay, long downtrend. Good company, solid company. They're in every single grocery store I go to, every single gas station I go to. But what happened right here, guys? Right here in February, broke out, big move up, boom, and then what happened? Pulled back. Green dot, Ripski. Okay, pull back, Ripski. Pull back, Ripski. Okay, beautiful, man. Congrats to everyone who held on to this. I sold my shares right here. I buy it right here, right before earnings. I think I was buying anywhere from 22. I was buying it all the way down here. Boom, big move up. I looked to re-enter here, but I didn't. I've been too focused on crypto lately to really be trading stocks. But this was a beautiful, I mean, guys, this pattern happens in stocks, crypto, Forex, everything. Okay? You know you're in a downtrend when we're below the EMAs. But the second we break out, we have that takeoff phase. That is when you want to look for the pullback. And again, we even got the monthly dot. What was that? Right there in March, right there around 26. You're already up around 100%. And this thing's probably just going to keep going. So again, what are we going to do? We're going to look for the pullback and then the Ripski. But CELH is just, it looks phenomenal. Again, I wouldn't look to sell this thing till the stochastic on the monthly gets back up here at that white dotted line. Okay, that is a $100 all-time high up there. So you're still pretty far off that level. Beautiful, man. Just beautiful. Congrats to everyone. I know a lot of you got in on CELH. That's been a solid trader right there. Boom. Rip. Rip. See how we want to buy as close to the mean as possible here on the daily? Okay, that is the signal there, folks. Okay, but that's not on the list for next week because, again, the stochastic's up above the white line there. Okay, not looking for that one. Same thing with ON. What did it do? It broke out. It pulled back. It ripped. What was it doing back here? It was getting rejected. Downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. Don't want to try to guess the bottom at this time. Right here, we get interested. We look for that, and then you get the Ripski. I still like ON here. But for next week, I'd be wanting to look for a pullback on it. Again, I don't want to buy when the stochastic is above that white line there. We want that stochastic to be like below 30. So that's just a little too high there on the daily. What's up, James? I'll take some chart requests here once we get through our watch list, guys. How's that? Stick around to the end, and I will take some chart requests from you guys. PANW. Okay, again, stochastic's a little too high for me. I want to see that pull back a little bit. Okay, service now, though. Stochastic, where's the stochastic? Stochastic's right there at 20. Okay, we want that to be below 30. If it's up above the white line here, we don't want anything to do with it. Okay, we want to wait for that thing to pull back. It gave you a green dot. I think this one looks really good. Good, solid stock for you guys. Here's Nvidia. Nvidia looks solid here above 35. Again, you got the monthly alert here for Nvidia. The last time Nvidia gave a monthly alert was all the way back here in January at $47. It went from 47 up to 153. That was a 278% move last time we got that signal. Okay, and the time before that, we got it right there at around $14, $15, and it went up 10x. And you're getting the same one here this month. So again, I feel very sorry for the people who are bearish right now. I'm sorry, but I feel actually don't even feel sorry because they're not tuning in. They're not tuning into the channel. Y'all know where you need to be, man. We call all these out. This was called out over here in the Discord. Okay, Nvidia. Where was it? Nvidia. It was probably right here when we opened the candle. Nvidia. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. Okay. Money, dude. That tells me, right, when the Nvidia's like Bitcoin, guys. Nvidia's like Bitcoin. Okay? When Nvidia goes up, stocks go up. Okay? So Nvidia going up is a very good thing for the stock market. Hey, Vanna. Hood, we covered Hood. We covered Robinhood. I'm a seller. I'm a seller of Robinhood up here. I want to wait for a pullback. Again, if you look at our Fibonacci here, again, we're up in the red zone. If you don't want to sell it, just keep using a trailing stop loss. So I put a stop loss at like $78. If 78 breaks, we'll probably come down to like 55. But I would definitely be taking some off the table here, especially on a red dot if you get it. It looks like it's down a little bit after hours too. Is it down after hours? Yeah, it's down after hours. So again, very extended. Okay, we saw that coming. You're sitting way off of the averages here. Okay, you're 24% off the 50-day moving average, 32% off of the 100-day moving average, 43% off of the 200. Again, that's when we're up here. Okay, up here. Okay, we want to buy as close to the mean as possible. Once you start getting into the red zone on the fib is when you want to start looking at take some profits. Okay, so if that thing has a red dot, okay, again, I encourage you to sell some, if not all your position, and wait for a retracement because everything pulls back. I don't care how good or how much you love the stock or the crypto, it's always going to have a retracement and give you another opportunity to buy it lower. Okay, nothing goes straight up. Even Nvidia pulled back here. Okay, Nvidia went from 153 down to 85. That was a 50% drop. Okay, your portfolio got cut in half right there. But Nvidia, very strong here, folks. Looking to buy any and every pullback on Nvidia. Again, I'm loving that green monthly dot there on Nvidia. Looks beautiful. Disney, I want to see Disney down here at 103. MPC. This is an energy company. Energy stocks, man, I've gotten faked out way too much on these, but it did break up above the averages. This one looks okay above 150. Let's go ahead and add that one to the list. That one go on there? Yeah. A few more here, then I'll take a few chart requests, and then I'm going to sign off for the weekend here, folks. Here's DoorDash, again, too high. Nice, strong uptrend, but again, we want to buy into the averages. We don't want to buy way up here. CrowdStrike, again, too high. Looking to sell that one. Here's EOS. Trying to find a bottom here off of 55. That one has a green dot showing up here today. It's right at that support level we bounced here last time. I mean, this is what the smart money does, guys. See, everyone probably had their stop losses right here at this level. This is why I'm not setting stop losses right now. Okay? They shoved it right down below that price at 59, 58, and now it's bouncing. So you got a green dot here. Green dot here. That was a huge liquidity grab. What was that? On Wednesday or Thursday. Okay, huge liquidity grab. Okay, so I really like EOS here too, above 55 cents. That one looks solid. No, you only need the essential plan. So if you guys want the indicator again, you guys can get it over here in the trading indicator tab. So if you click on this link, it takes a couple of clicks and everything loads directly up. And your screen's pretty much going to look exactly like mine. And you only need the essential plan on TradingView. So if you don't have a TradingView account, you can come over here to the Trading Apps tab. And this is the website that we use to look at charts. See this tradingview.com? That is the app. Or that's the website that we use. You can click on this link over here in the trading apps. That's my affiliate link. If you don't want to use it, I don't really care. But you can go to tradingview.com. You only need the essential plan if you want to use the indicator. And again, you're going to get all the indicators. You're going to get the Fibonacci. You're going to get everything that we use here in these videos. Schwab, again, too far off. It does have a green dot here. But again, I don't want to buy the green dots when we're that far off of the EMAs there. If you did want to play that green dot, though, I would use a stop loss right there at 85. Okay, that one could probably break out there. Looks interesting, actually, with the stochastic on the floor there, but we'll see what Schwab does. AT&T, that thing's very choppy, so this is like a day trader stock right now. Not interested in that one. Uber, though, on the other hand, looks pretty good here. That one had a pretty dang nice move, nice bounce right there. This one looks interesting above $81. Okay, green dot came right there on Thursday. So as long as that one can hold 81, it looks good. It looks like they did pretty well on their earnings. They missed on revenue. So let's watch that one next week. Here's CCL. CCL looks solid here. Okay, this one also, again, cruise lines and airlines are both doing very well right now. You got the green dot here on the monthly. Okay, pointing straight up. Okay, looking for the pullback here, though, into the EMAs. Okay, but the monthly charts are looking very, very good. Very, very good here for the next 1 to 6 months. Looking to buy any and every pullback on CCL here. CVX, also just right down below the EMAs. This one's still in play above 240. Still in play above 240. TXN, Texas Instruments. Okay, a little too high. I want to see that stochastic pull back a little bit. Berkshire, though, on the other hand, this is Warren Buffett's company, Berkshire Hathaway. This one looks solid, dude. This one looks very, very good down here. Okay, that wave is way down here. We're up above the EMA. Okay, this one looks very solid. I really like Berkshire next week. Okay, that's another one of my favorite stocks going into next week. Stochastic on the floor. You got the green dot. Okay, it's up above the EMAs there. Berkshire looks really good. TSM, I want to wait for a pullback. Visa, I want to wait for a pullback. Okta, okay, this is a cybersecurity company. That looks good. That one got the green dot here today. This one looks very, very strong next week. Okay, Okta looks fantastic. They sold off. They beat on their earnings and they sold off. So that one looks fantastic. We got BA here, Boeing. I want to wait for a pullback on Boeing as well. X, this is American Steel Company. That one I want to see a pullback on as well. MasterCard, want to see a pullback on that one. Twilio, oof, that one's tough. Monthly chart, given the green dot there. This one looks good. This one looks good for next week. I'll be watching that 15-minute for a pullback into that 200 there. Okay, maybe at 119, that'd be a good spot to pick it up. You can see that 15-minute chart, how that 200 EMA is just very, very important support there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, boom. Pull that, rip it. Okay, but that one looks like it's going straight up. I mean, look at that monthly chart. Just coiling, getting ready to fly. LMT, this is Lockheed Martin. Okay, this is they like make missiles and stuff, so they do good when there's wars going on, and there's wars going on right now. And I believe they had a monthly dot as well. They had a monthly dot show up, but it faded away. So this one would need to hold on to like 460. That one needs to hold on to like 460. Okay. Okay, but that one is still in a very strong uptrend up above those EMAs. Up above 460, LMNT. Lockheed Martin, again, they make missiles. They're an aerospace company. They've been hit really hard, and we're just now breaking back over the EMA. So up above 460, I really like that one. It's a little too high, but I'd want to see this stochastic pull back and give us a green dot there. IBM. Want to see that one pull back. Silver. Want to see that one pull back. Again, extension off the EMAs there. We do not want to play apart from that. We want to buy these pullbacks into the EMAs here on the daily. Zillow looks good. That stochastic's a little high. If rates get cut, I think real estate's going to do very well. Zillow will do well, but right now this thing's just chopping around. Stochastic's a little too high for me next week. Monster Energy, I want to see that one pull back as well. Want to see a pullback. CCJ, want to see a pullback. Okay, nice golden cross, but let's get that pullback now. Coca-Cola, very choppy. Okay, this is a trader stock here. Not a big fan of Coca-Cola. Okay, but if it pulled back to like 68, I might take a bite. Want to see a pullback on that one. Here's Microsoft also. Want to see it pull back here into the EMAs. Once again, Microsoft, one of the largest companies in the world, has a green monthly dot. This tells us we're going up for the next 1 to 6 months. Okay, Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, Nvidia, all given the green monthlies, guys. Okay, everyone's bored with the market. Everyone's tired. Everyone's sick of it. Okay, but I'm telling you, into summer, into the end of the year, things are looking very good here. But I want to see Microsoft. I want to see a dramatic pullback on that to take an entry. TTD looks really good. I'd buy the next green dot on TTD. We're right into the EMA. Again, long downtrend, breakout, pull back. This is a bull flag. We identified this on Ethereum's chart as well. Okay, Ethereum is in a bull flag pattern. Here's the pull. Here's the flag. Okay, same thing with TTD here. There's the pull. There's the flag. We're setting up for a move higher here. The next green dot on TTD looks fantastic. GME setting up really nicely here as well. Let's go ahead and add that one. I like the stochastic on the floor here. Just looking for the green dot. Axon too high. Okay, too much separation there. Waiting for a pullback. Yeah, nasty gap on Microsoft for sure. Nasty. AMD is still solid here, folks. Still solid. AMD, I'm buying every single pullback on from here on out. Okay, looking fantastic here. Monthly dot again. The last time we got the monthly dot on AMD was back here in February. Okay, $76 all the way up there to $225. That was back in 2023. Okay, it's 2025 now. Getting the same signal. Getting ready for the Ripski here, folks. Getting ready for the Ripski, baby. Okay, this thing is solid here above $100. Adobe also breaking out here. I want to see that one hold on to, call it $395. But I like that one for next week too. Here's BlackRock. BlackRock also gave us a monthly signal today. It's not showing up on the chart, but again, signals can show up and they can fade. So BlackRock showed up with a monthly dot here on the chart today, but it faded away. So that just tells us that, hey, this is a signal, like, hey, that this is the potential bottom. You got a green dot right there at 975. BlackRock stock is looking good here above 390. Looking to buy any red days on that one here. Snow, too much separation there. Want to see a pullback. Okay, we were calling Snow out like right in here at 140. Datadog, nice trend up. Just want to see a retracement. Want to see a little bit of a retracement. That stochastic's a little too high. NU looks solid here. This is a Brazilian bank. Okay, Brazilian bank. We broke out over the EMAs. We pulled back, setting up a nice consolidation phase. This is a solid looking stock here above 350. NU looks phenomenal. HWM, another aerospace company. Again, too high. Stochastic touching the white dotted line. Looking for a pullback there. ADSK. Need a pullback. Need a pullback on ADSK. ABT, Abbott Labs, need a pullback. Ulta, another beauty company, need a pullback. Big gap right there at 425. Dollar General, again, we were calling Dollar General out right here and right here. Okay, right there into the EMAs. Again, long, ugly downtrend. Break up over the downtrend, pull back into it, rip. Pull back into it, rip. Pull back into it, rip. Okay, rinse and repeat. Okay, we need a pullback on that one, though. Alibaba, I like Alibaba next week. I think China and America is going to get a deal here very soon. That could also be a catalyst for the markets. I think Trump needs to come out. I mean, Elon Musk pretty much accused him of being a pedophile, so Uh, something needs to happen, right? You need to make a deal with China. Okay, obviously, if that's true, guys, to me, that's the worst thing that you could ever do. I mean, you deserve a bullet if you do that to a kid. Okay, straight up, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the president or whatever. I'd like to see the evidence. You know, I'd like to see the evidence. But again, I don't want to talk about that here on this channel. This channel is about investing. But yeah, I think there's a China deal coming here pretty soon. I think it's probably going to be in the next couple weeks. And I think that's going to be a big catalyst. That's also something a lot of people are thinking about right now, but I think there could be a China deal here very soon. And BABA, again, pulling back into a very nice spot. It gave us the green dot there. Came a couple days ago. I think BABA looks good. Here's Swift. Swift's right back down into the 200 EMA, giving you a green dot. I think you buy that one this week. FET. FET is still holding on to 70 like a champ here. Looking for a green dot on that one, but as long as 70 cents can hold there, FET looks phenomenal. Here's 3M. 3M's down here, so you can look for a green dot on that one as well. XCM's got a green dot here showing up today on the daily. Also back down into its 200 EMA. This is actually where I would have considered buying it. Again, I have no cash right now, guys. I'm pretty empty on cash. I do have cash, but I'm just not really looking to buy anything because I'm fully positioned. I'm down like 10-15% on my worst positions right now, and I'm okay with that because I think we're going to get a 3 or 4x, 5x here going into the end of summer. So XCM, though, boom. Good spot to add here today. Here's Netflix. That one needs to come down again. Great spot to buy Netflix right here at $8.50. Huge move up there. Too much separation, though. We need a pullback. WIF. WIF is holding on to support there, folks. It held that low on this sell-off, and you're getting a green candle here to start the day. I think you buy that one here with a stop loss at 78. Here's WM. This is Waste Management. Again, it has these big pullbacks into its EMAs. It's coming down now, waiting for that stochastic to reset. We need a pullback on that one. Here's Zoom. Zoom's got a red dot. I want to see that one zoom down there to 76. We can watch that one for a green dot next week. We got MKR. Still looking very interesting. Good pocket to buy right there at 1,500. That one's in the favorites list. Looking for a green dot. AMT. Nah, I'm good. TKO. Need a pullback on that one. Here's Hype. Stochastics on the floor. I want to see it down here at like 27. Need a pullback on that one. SE. Again, too much separation. Too high there. TRB. That one's building the base right there above 40. It's honestly still in an uptrend here above like $32. So that one has a pretty big range. Looking for the green dot on that one here over the weekend. AVGO, again, good separation off the EMAs. We're taking profits up here. We're up in the red zone. Okay, red dot in the red zone. We're taking profits there at 260. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, waiting for a bigger pullback now into like 190, 200 bucks. Would love to see it. Would love to see it, but we need a pullback on that one. Here's STX. Lost its EMA right there on, what was that, in May? Came all the way down into 60 cents. So watching for the daily there or the weekly. I think we have to pay attention to the weekly charts here in the next couple weeks. I do think we're going to get some weekly signals here toward the mid to end of June. And this monthly chart is looking very juicy on STX as well. So, yeah, there's been some pain in the markets over the last couple of weeks. I mean, you guys aren't the only ones that are affected by it, right? My portfolio went down over the last 2 weeks too, guys. But again, I am keeping that long 1 to 6 month outlook. Okay, doesn't matter where the prices are today. What I'm thinking about is 1 to 6 months from now. Okay, Ethereum's still looking very bullish. Alts are just continuing to bleed. We are not anywhere near the top of altcoin season. Again, down here. Up here, you're always like, damn, I wish I was buying down here. All the way up here. That's what you're saying when we're up here. You're not saying that down here because you're in the heat of the moment, right? But when we go on those parabolic moves that always happen, okay, then you're always like, damn, I wish I was buying down here at 51 cents. We're at $3, $4 now. Okay, we're in this time period. Again, markets only do three things, guys. It only does three things. They go parabolic, they go down, or they go sideways. The sideways action always happens after a big drawdown. We have had a big drawdown. Okay, this was the big drawdown here for altcoins. Okay, from January all the way down to May. That was the drawdown. Now we're in this phase right here. Okay, this phase right here. This comes next. This will be into the end of the year. Okay, you'll see this. And when we're way up here, you're going to say two things. Damn, I'm sure am glad that I was buying down in this area. Or, damn, I wish I was buying down in this area. So, choice is yours. Again, you got to buy good quality assets. You got to make sure you know what you're buying, that it has utility. If it's a shit coin or whatever, then obviously different story. Right, but right now is just a time to be chilling, guys. Don't track the day to day. Again, that red day yesterday on a zoomed out chart doesn't look like nothing. Okay, it is unfortunate that we lost these EMAs. I was really excited right here in this area because we had broken that out. But now, right, they're manipulating it again. They're getting it to go down. So, I personally do not want to sell during this time. Okay, I don't want to sell anything during this time. Okay, I'm not selling any of my crypto, like I said, until Ethereum, the monthly chart, the stochastic gets back up here. That called the top every single bull run since Ethereum was around. Back here in 2021, back here in 2024, and it's going to do it again here into the end of the year. Okay, so I still think STX is I think it's an even better buy than it was up here at 80. I think it's a solid buy down here at 60. Okay, so looking for a green dot on that one. Here's DocuSign getting nailed back into the EMAs here. Getting smoked. That one's tough. Okay, that one needs to hold on to this level right there at 67. I'd watch this one for a green dot here next week. Let's put that one on the favorites list. And then Lululemon, looks like they beat their earnings and they sold off. So this is why buying into earnings is always a gamble, guys. Because if they miss, right, boom, they get smoked. So what I'd be doing on this one is watching for the green dot here. Again, we got support down here at 240. Boom, 240 support. We need a green dot on that one. That got nailed today, down 20%. Got smoked. All right, I'll take a few chart requests from you guys. And let me go ahead and share this watch list with you guys here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add in a section that says looking for a pullback. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and add all these back in here. So these are the names I'm looking for pullbacks on. That's separated there inside of the green list. So my favorites are underneath the favorites section here. These are my favorite stocks and cryptocurrencies for next week. Looking for those setups that we talked about here today. And then these ones are all the names we're looking for pullbacks on. Okay, pullbacks or a better bullish structure. Wow, crypto's really taking off here. I think it's going to be a good weekend, guys. I think it's going to be a good, solid weekend. So let me go ahead and share this with our Discord really quick. Okay, and again, if you guys are a member, you guys can get access to this watch list. Today is June 6th. Boom. June 6th. So again, you guys can click on this watch list tab. You can click on this, and then you can pull this watch list up. You can see everything that I am holding, all the favorites that we just went over here in this video, and also all of the names we're looking for pullbacks on. It's pretty much this list right here. Everything on this list, you guys can get that right over there inside of that watch list tab right there. That is a benefit of becoming a member. Again, if you are not a member of the Discord, it is as little as $4 a month if you guys pay for the year. We have around 2,000 people over here now. That gets you access to all the alerts and everything like that. Discord's free to join. You guys don't have to be a member if you don't want to. But for $4 a month, I mean, that's literally one less than a Starbucks coffee a month now. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it at that price, but eventually I am going to raise that up. So I want to keep this as exclusive as possible. Again, I have a free trading course over here as well. If you guys are new, that you guys can check out, learn more about the strategy and how we approach the markets here. I know a lot of people are trying to be day traders these days, but we are swing traders here. We want to take a longer term approach here. We want to catch the big moves, not just the little 1% to 2% jumpers every single day. So what do we got here? What? We're very far advanced on the China deal. Did I call it? Oh shit! Did Powell get fired? Woo! I told you, baby. Catalyst is coming. Catalyst is coming. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Check news. Bang out, dude. Real quick, too. Welcome to all the new members, man. We got a lot of people joining up over the last week. I just want to say welcome to everybody who has decided to join the Spartan Army. I'm glad you guys are here. It's really awesome to see the community growing. Again, this channel is not about me. It's not about you. It's about all of us working together as a community to stay on top of these markets. Again, I learned just as much from you guys as you guys learned from me. Some of the best trades that I've had this year were on your guys' chart requests, on your guys' call-outs. So again, I'm getting just as much from you guys as that you are getting from me. Okay, obviously I'm the guy on YouTube talking, but again, it's all about the community, and that's why I love what we're doing here, man. It's a lot better to win with people than it is by yourself. Okay, that's just a fact. So you know, if you're investing alone, that's a weird place to be in. But if you have a community that supports you, again, we have around 2,000 people over here. We got chat going on all freaking day long. We have a general chat. We have a stock chat. We have a crypto chat. Okay, constant chat going on all day long. Again, you get the alerts and everything over here. There's support chat. If you guys got questions and things like that, you can drop them in here. Myself or somebody in the Discord can help you out with whatever problem or anything you're having. Again, a lot of knowledge over here inside the Discord. If you guys are new, please read the rules. The rules are right here inside of the Discord. And one thing I just want to mention is that, guys, I will never, ever, ever send you a friend request or a DM asking for money or crypto. So if someone adds you on social media, if they send you a friend request and they're overkill trading or overkill or whatever, they're a scammer. I will never send you a friend request. Okay, so do not accept any friend request from anybody named Overkill, because it's not me. And I will definitely never DM you asking for money or crypto. My only two products are the membership and also the indicator. Okay, those are my only two products. Okay, everything else is a total scam. Okay, I'll never slide in your DMs. I'll never send you a friend request. So just please keep that in mind. So if you guys got chart requests, go ahead and drop them real quick. Yeah, Richard, they're not me, dude. Not me. If you DM me, right? If you DM me, if you click on my name and you send me a DM, I will DM you back. But I will never send you a friend request, or I will never add you as a friend first, if that makes sense. Oh, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, what do you guys got? Yeah, the replay. If you missed the live, guys, the replay is always posted over here inside the latest tab. So you can see that today's replay is posted right here inside of the Discord. Bang, you can click on this and watch today's replay. You can also watch previous replays. If you guys want to learn more too about the strategy, I would just recommend coming over here to the latest tab and just watching all the past streams. Okay, we stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on YouTube. So every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, there is a new stream. And we talk about the same kind of signals, the same kind of technical analysis, the same kind of strategy every single stream. So if you missed the live, if you joined late, come over here to the latest tab. You guys can watch it over the weekend or whenever is convenient to you. So happy you're here, man. Happy you made it. All right, I'll take a few chart requests. I'm going to sign off here at 6:15. 6:15, I'll take some requests here from the chat. I see one for Jacob. APLD. Applied Digital. That thing's had a monster move. See, stochastic, blue wave way up here. I'd be taking profits. Taking some off or setting a type stop loss right there at 13 bucks. That move has happened. That green dot got called out right there at 8. It went up 100%. I'd at least be selling half up here, but you could see the extension here off the EMAs. So if it was me, I'd be selling half to all my position here. SOUN. This one looks good. This one looks a lot better because we're actually into the average here. So I like this one. I would buy it either here or on the next green dot if you want to wait for the confirmation. I don't see that one breaking down below 9. And BBAI, same thing. Solid AI play for you there. Up above $3. It looks really good. Okay, broke out, pulled back, ripped. Again, this is when everyone was wanting to buy BBAI up here. Up at 10 bucks. Everyone was freaking out about it. now there's not a lot of chatter about it back down here at 3. And I think it's a good solid play. I've heard they're under investigation for some stuff. I would have to do more due diligence on that, but up above $3, I think BBAI looks really, really solid here. I see one for Snap. God, I'm glad I sold my Snapchat. This thing, I was buying Snap right here at 10.50, and it puked. Okay, I think I sold it at around 8.50. Still sitting at the same price, but man, this thing has been a very disappointing stock. I think it's a good long play. I think they could get bought out here by Facebook or somebody in the future, maybe even Donald Trump's company. But I mean, this is just it's down below the EMAs. The dot is still red on the monthly. So how I'd play Snap here is wait for the green dot confirmation. If it can get back up over 10, you should see that. So it's trying to build a base right there at 8. So I would say up above 750. I mean, if you're still holding it here, you just might as well hold on. It's just going to be the matter of time before we break out. Again, the company isn't bad. They're just failing to actually grow. Their earnings, they beat their earnings, but they're not growing their revenue. So they have one of the largest social media user bases out there amongst all. I think they're behind TikTok now. TikTok really killed Snapchat. But yeah, up above 750, it looks okay. Nice, Jacob. That's good, man. Nice move. Space, SPCE. That one's got a green dot there. Oops. Space on the NYSE. That's got a green dot there today. So that one looks good above $3. As long as that thing can hold on to $3, that looks good. But that thing's been an absolute rug pull from the beginning. I would just make sure that one holds on to $3 if you're playing it. Got the green dot signal there today for you, Zach. Anyone else got requests? I mean, I could just sign off right now. That's cool. We covered a lot of names today. XRP, we covered that one too, but I'll look at it again for you. It's still solid. Got another signal here today. We got this signal right here in June. People are like, oh my God, the signal came already. Well, it's coming at the same price again. So you're getting two opportunities to buy it here, both at the same price. I'm still very bullish on XRP as long as it can hold on to $2. $2 is our support level. So I'm still very bullish on XRP. It's putting in a double bottom, bottomed here, and I am honestly loving that news from Trump. Okay, I'm pretty sure I said this on the street. I did say this. Okay, I said we're going to get a China deal here very soon. Okay, and look at that. We're very far advanced on the China deal, meaning it's coming. Probably next week. Within 2 weeks, you should see the China deal here, folks. And President Trump says it looks like he's going to pick a new Fed chair, which is very interesting, which means he's going to fire Powell or something, and then we'll get the rate cuts, and then we'll be ready to go. I mean, the markets are going to explode. Like I said, the vision is into the end of the year right now, guys, into the end of summer, into November, into December. I mean, this is it, guys. This is it. Now is your chance. Okay, you're going to be laughing at these prices here at the end of summer. I'm telling you, okay? If we are not higher by the end of summer, I will delete my whole channel. I'll delete it all. I'm probably not really going to do that, but I have never felt so much conviction that we are going higher into the end of the year, okay? The next 1 to 6 months are going to be fantastic for people who can just show some integrity and hold, okay? Not get flushed out on days like yesterday. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if he has the authority or not. I mean, I don't know why he would say this. That's the thing. The Federal Reserve is just a private entity. They're not even part of America. They're not even part of our country. They're just a private entity. They're the banking cartel. Like, he should just abolish them altogether. Get rid of income tax. Oh, and then everyone's going to thrive. Because the truth is, we're all slaves, folks. We're all paying 40 to 50% of our income to Social Security, to federal tax, to property tax, to insurance, to sales tax, to gas tax. I mean, if once you sum it all up and you look at the numbers, by the end of it, everything we make, half of it is going back to all these people. And where's it going? It's going to gay parades and all this weird shit. It's not going to anything useful. It's funding drug addicts, right? People who, I mean, I'm not speaking against people with actual disabilities, but people who just milk the system, have 7 kids, and sit at home and smoke pot all day, right? getting food stamps and all this assistance, that's coming from my paycheck, my taxes. Okay, I'm sorry, but I don't like that. If you're taking 50% of everything I make in the end, and again, that's adding everything up, property tax, income tax, right? Everything, insurance, mortgages, mortgage insurance, property tax, sales tax, add it all up, you're paying 50%. So in the end, right now, guys, we're slaves. I mean, slavery has just been rebranded. Okay, people think of slavery as like black people working out on pot farms or something, or not on pot farms, but on cotton farms. No, we're all modern day slaves. When somebody takes 50% of your check every single month, you are a slave. So I hope Trump does everything he says he's going to do, man. That's why I voted for him, because he said he was going to get rid of all this shit. Get rid of property taxes, get rid of income tax, no capital gains on crypto. Let us do what the hell we want with our own money. Let us help the people we want to help, okay? Because we can't help our own families if they're taking 50% and they're buying missiles so that, right, we can go nuke countries and cause genocides in other places, right? It just doesn't make sense. And I should probably stop talking before they shut me down or something. So, yeah. And I really hope the news about Trump yesterday is not true. I hope that is false. And I hope we get to see the actual documents. I hope we actually get to see them with our own eyes and see what's on them instead of someone just telling us what's on them. Right? I just want to see it. Let us be the judge of what is right and what is wrong. They're holding them back saying, "Oh, it could do this and it could do." Well, who gives a shit? I want to know who the bad guys are. I want to know who needs to, not be here anymore. Because that is as bad as it gets. What else we got here? I got time for a few more, guys. JMIA. Can't remember who was talking about this in Discord, but this one looks good. I think this is like the African Amazon. I think they call this one. They're making a little bit of money, not too much, but it looks good over $3. It's got a green dot here today. It doesn't look bad. If that could break out over $3.50 or $4, that actually looks really, really good. Okay, penny stock though, so again, be careful. Okay, again, got rejected, finally broke out, pulled back. This is a good call out. This is a good call out here. Okay, and that one had the green dot there yesterday. LQTY. That one looks good. We're back over the EMA again. We were downtrend. We broke out. We pulled back. Okay, this one looks good over, I'm going to call it 80 cents. Okay, I don't think that one's ever going lower than 70 here. VNOM. Viper Energy. Still kind of stuck here. It really needs to hold on to 40. Or I'm going to say this low right there at 38. Let's just call 38 the stop loss. If you're going to play that one, 38 needs to be your stop loss there. Okay, you got a green candle there on the monthly too. So that looks like it is trying to reverse there. So I would use 38 as a stop loss there. I see a couple more here. MOG coin. That one looks interesting. Little meme coin here. I don't see that one breaking down below that level right there at 0.000007. I would buy that one on the next daily dot. Okay, it needs to hold this level though. Absolutely needs to hold this low. Okay, this low is the top of this. Okay, that is the resistance. Previous resistance becomes support. Boom. Watching that. I see a few more. I'm going to take these last ones here. RKT, rocket companies. Okay, that one's very choppy. Again, when it's chopping around like that, not my favorite place to be. Very choppy. I want to see a big breakout. We want to see it break out, pull back, and then do the ripski. Pull back, do the ripski. Pull back, do the ripski. Right now, we're just chopping around. Chopping around. RKLB, Rocket Lab. Nice move there today. A little far off the EMAs. Got a green dot, though, so you want to make sure that one holds on to 25 if you're going to play that one. Stochastic is on the floor. That one could break out there. Green dot on the monthly, too. So stop loss is 25. That's an easy stop loss there for you. Serve. This is robotics company here. That one's got a green dot there today. Okay, that one looks good above 11 bucks. Green dot today, stochastic on the floor. I like that one. That one actually looks pretty damn good for a robotics company there. And that's it. That's all I see, folks. If you guys joined a little late, we just covered every single one of these charts here today. We went through every single chart, all the setups we're looking at and looking for here next week. Again, I dropped that watch list over here in the Discord. You guys can click on this watch list here, click on this, watch the replay over the weekend, and you can see the analysis on all of the names and exactly what it is we're going to be looking for going into next week. I think charts are still setting up very, very nice. Obviously, you just got that news from Trump there saying that the China deal is coming up and that he could potentially be picking a new Fed chair, and hopefully that Fed chair is going to cut rates. And if we get that rate cut, things are going to absolutely fly. So we're still sitting in a great spot, folks. Don't get shaken out here. Okay, we're right where we need to be right now, holding into the end of the year, to the end of summer, anywhere between August and September, maybe even into November is where I think the top of everything is going to be. And we'll find out when we get there, folks. We're still in a great, great spot to be accumulating. Again, up here, you're always like, damn, I wish I was buying down here. So right now, we're down here, right? Back here in 2024, we went sideways, sideways, sideways. Then we rocket shipped. Okay, same thing happening here. Sideways, sideways, sideways. Remember, markets only do three things. They go up, they go down, they go sideways in that order. Up, down, sideways. We just had the down. We just got done with the down. Okay, we just got done going down. Now we're somewhere right here, baby. Now we're somewhere right here. Okay, next is this. And I think this happens here into the end of the year. So if you guys need me, hit me up over here in the Discord. I hope you guys have a great weekend. We will be back on Monday here. We will be taking chart requests from the Discord here. So get you guys' chart requests over here inside of the Discord. I'll go ahead and drop a reminder for you guys over here. That will be on Monday. And that chat will open up on Monday. So you can't put any requests in right now because I'll literally get like 7,000 requests if I open it up right now. I'm going to open that on Monday morning, and you guys will be able to put your requests in here, and we will cover those at 4 p.m. Pacific time, just like we do here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Again, thank you guys for tuning in today. If you guys are watching the replay, smash that like. If we can get the 300 likes on the replay, I will go ahead and give away 100 XRP since we didn't hit the 300 on stream. With that being said, guys, again, hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you guys Monday. If you guys need anything, hit me up over here inside of the chat. If you guys aren't a member and you have questions, my email is right here inside of the server rules. Down here at the bottom, overkill@overkillinvesting.club. God bless y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.